participants. Are we know that IPR is a strategy to protect inventions, literary and artistic works, designs, symbol names, and images and trade names. In IPR, we have four categories. One is patents, second one is copyrights, and third one is trade marks, and fourth one is trade secrets. Patents are used to protect an, to a researcher, an invention, and to protect literary and artistic works, we go for copyrights. When you are doing research about OER, Open Educational Research, we can see there is a C and CC symbols like that. So these copyrights are used for literary and artistic works. For designs, symbol names, and images, IPR is used in the form of trademarks. Trade secrets are generally used to protect a methodology. When you are creating a new food item like that. Now, sir will enlighten all of us about how to protect the chemical invention. About that, sir will enlighten us today how to protect a chemical invention. So now I invite Dr. T. Pavan Kumar sir to the dais about this lecture. Thank you.
So, good afternoon. I know that this is a post-lunch session. Uh, so intentionally, I also made it like a cinema, not like a lecture. Okay, not a black and white movie. It is like a color movie. So that at least people who are like unknowingly who are going into sleep, they can come back into the listening mode. Okay. So here, what I try to do is I try to integrate some IP aspects with chemistry research. For each one of you present here, students, faculties, and others, you will be getting a basic introduction to what is called IPR, very basic, very preliminary, and also how the relevant types of IPRs like patents are important to the researchers, maybe faculty, maybe students, or maybe whoever. So it is a kind of integrated lecture including chemistry, IPR, and their implications. I think we can start, right? People may join. So here I will be talking to you on what is called idea, how do they impact us, the importance of intellectual property, different protection strategies for your ideas, and then some case studies, and what has happened during COVID. COVID has damaged us like anything, but I'll show you some important contributions during the time of COVID. And then we'll end up our session with some takeaway messages. Can someone name this? What are these two pictures indicate? Anyone? What do? What is this? What is this? Huh? What is this? What is this?
He got a thought and he's working on it.
He got it.
He got a thought and he is working on it.
He got a thought and working on it. Okay.
By looking at it.
More scientific definition. Huh? Observer. What is this? What is this? I think if you go to any university, there will be a separate section called as audio visual room. What do they do in audio visual room? Suppose if they go on teaching, we will going to sleeping. So then show the pictures so that your sleep will go out and you will be here. Yes or no? What do you mean by these two? If I show the answer, then you all will say, sir, what is this? We all know this. Huh? I count three. Before that, you come to tell. Otherwise, I will show the answer. One.
visual information interpret చేస్తారు.
Visual information interpret చేస్తున్నాడు. I need more scientific meaning, scientific definition. Two. One is observing, other one is thinking. One is observing, other one is thinking. Okay. Any other? Three. There is answer. తెలుసా తెలీదా ఇప్పుడు?
Yeah.
సరే ఎంత మాకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు కదా, మరి ఇంతకు చెప్పలేదు. So this itself is science. This itself is called as spirit of science. That's all. Everyone has some or other scientific knowledge, but if we keep up that spirit, always will be on time or will be correlated. And looking to the discoveries that have happened, Einstein's theory of relativity, Newton's theory of gravitation, or who discovered theory of buoyancy? Archimedes. They were like us. Whether you believe me or not, along with Newton, I was also sitting under the tree. But all the time I was just waiting for the apple. Whenever it falls, I used to eat and go. I did not even tell Satyanarayana these people because they were my colleagues. They also come with me to eat the apple. Otherwise, I don't get. So I was very happy going to the tree, eating apple and coming back. And this Newton, what did he do? He was just waiting there while he was looking there, and then he came up with theory of gravitation. So Newton became hero, I became zero. Yes or no? So here the learning is always we need to develop a scientific spirit or a spirit of science in all our works. We need to observe our surroundings. So a discovery is something which is already present in the nature. Whether it is Einstein or Pawan Kumar, you, me, whoever it may be, apple used to fall down only. But whoever could identify or could recognize that and show it to the world for the first time, they get all the credit. Likewise, Eureka. Suppose if the same thing happens in India, we would have killed him. Like the inventor, whoever has invented IVF, we have killed him. But now in every small town also IVF clinics are there. So therefore, whenever you take up research, there are two major aspects. One is discovery, the other one is invention. Discovery is already present. You need to observe it. You need to make it or show it to the world for the first time. But invention is not like that. Invention will not be present. Invention is like a solution to the problem that you are facing. Whenever you have a problem, you will come up with solutions. Those are called as inventions. And IP plays around inventions, not about discoveries. What is this? Matchstick. Look at this. Matchstick was a patented invention in 1836. 1836. But before that also matchstick is already used in India. How did Kauravas burn that wax museum? By some fire. Some friction might have taken place. This is about friction match. But until US has filed a patent and they made it as a systematic study, we never knew this. It was our own, maybe our own contribution, but it went into the hands of Westerns and they earned lots of money by doing this invention. What about this? Look at this. This is cortisone. There is a patent for cortisone in 1940. And the company who has come up with this, they earned some billions of dollars. Look at this. There is a patent for antibiotic somewhere in 1949. He is the man behind polio vaccine. He was like us, like Indians. We are so kind enough, right? He made this, but he thought human life is more important than making money. So therefore, he did not take any IP out. No patent, no IP. So therefore, it was freely available for everyone. and we could take out or we could eradicate polio from the entire world, hopefully, if I am not wrong. And if you take the Indian examples, we have so many, some thousands. Look into this. See, for contributing to science or innovations or research or scientific advancement, we need not go to college or we need not have higher education or degrees. It is all about our intuition to contribute to something new. Look at this. This is the very primitive wheel invented by the early human being. Right? Over the period of time, now we are into this generation. So wheel, invention of wheel has been transformed into an era of vehicles. Suppose if someone gives this at free of cost, do you take? No. In return, we will do 1,000 rupees, but keep it with you. Yes or no? We want powered wheels, gate wheels, right? Alloy wheels. All these are the improvements of this original invention. So this is called an invention, the first solution, and all the improvements based on the existing solution are called as innovations. So look at this chart. Nature is supreme. Those who believe in God, otherwise nature. Both are one and the same. Venom and poison, we have created anesthetics. Leaf, solar panel. Brain, computer electronic circuitry. DNA, computer program. Eardrum, microphone. Eye and camera. Eyelid and windshield wiper. Incisory, knife. Earth and a pump. Water pumping systems you are seeing? It is based on our hand. Spinal cord and nervous system. Communication, telephone cables. Birds, music. Yes or no? All these are nature's creation, and this is our own creation. So here it indicates that human being may not be equivalent to the nature, but as a human being, we do have capability to compete with the nature, and it is only the human being who can compete. So we have a very great potential. Now the question is, are we really contributing to this direction or not? Humans can think and create. So if that is so, if we all are contributing, then why is it that some countries are called as developed countries or superpowers? Some societies are advanced societies. Why not all? The reason lies here only. Societies, communities or countries who could able to tap their potential, who could able to recognize their potential, tap their ideas and convert them into practice, could emerge as leaders. Others, they have remained as followers. Each one of us is a born inventor. Whether you agree or not, whether you accept or not, this is true. Our mind has a capacity to generate about 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day. And unfortunately, 99% of these are repetitive in nature. Every day we get the same thoughts. And the more unfortunately, majority of our thoughts are useless thoughts. We are sitting here, someone will say, I am going in the flight, I am going like flying, I am doing that, I am doing this. Someone will be 5 o'clock, I have to go there, here, and all these things. Yes or no? Sometimes it happens knowingly, sometimes it happens unknowingly. For me also it is happening, maybe I know what should I do after 5, what should I do after 11. So, we cannot stop these things, but we can do one more thing. That is, we need to look into the ideas or thoughts which do have got some potential. If you can identify them, if you can tap them, then there lies the advantage. Having or generating ideas itself is not sufficient. Ideas are just ideas. They do not fetch us anything unless you put them into practice. So to put your idea into practice, you need to have some creativity. And creativity is also there in everyone. But unfortunately, again, we don't know about it. Unless you start working, unless you start practicing, you cannot be creative enough. So therefore, if you add creativity to your ideas, certainly you may come up with any of these three. Discovery, you may become Einstein or Newton or Archimedes or etc. Inventions, if you can come up with a first solution to any problem, or If you don't want to find out a new solution or first solution, look into the existing problems and existing solutions. Try to fine tune them. Try to improve them. Then you may come with innovations. If you come up with either invention or innovation, yes, there is a huge scope for you to protect your idea and gain some profit. And in simple, creativity is all about thinking part. Innovation is about doing part. If I ask you to give some ideas, suppose when I say my bus got delayed, so I should have taken alternate routes. Each one of you may give me 10 ideas. Sir, you should have done that, you should have done this, you should have done that. Suppose if I ask you to do something, you say, sir, 4:30 is our college, I have some other works. Yes or no? Whenever doing part comes, each one of us has some other reasons. We always our first intention will be towards escaping from that part or from the doing part. So that is why we are lagging behind with these developed countries. We need to inform this. Look into this. India stands at number 3 position by way of scientific publications at global level. China and US are number 1 and 2. Very good. We are also number 3. Very good. We need to take pride in that. But if you are just satisfied, if you are just happy with this, I think we are not correct again. Look at the percentage share. We are only 5%, but they are 20 and 16. And who are number 4, 5, 6, and 7? They are very close to us. But we are very much far away from these two. And it is the same China and US who are also number 1 and 2 by way of technologies, by way of brands, by way of IPs. So then when do we really compete? And I believe these lines by Swami Vivekananda are very much relevant to us. Wisdom lies not in the amount of knowledge acquired, but in the degrees of its application. We have great knowledge, great wisdom, great experience in our societies. But unfortunately, these three are not together. They don't come together. They don't work together. So, we are failing in bringing them these three aspects together. If we can do that, certainly we can become number one country. In this era, people generally refer this era as knowledge era. But no, knowledge era is already gone. We are into the era of innovation. This is an innovative era. If you still feel that you are in the knowledge era, you are lagging behind. We are already into the innovative era, and in this era, this is the cycle of activity. If you are a student, if you are a faculty, if you are a researcher, if you are an industry person, whoever it may be, educated, less educated, more educated, highly educated, or not educated, for everyone, this is the cycle of activity that is required. What is that? The first part is creation. We need to create. We all are very efficient. We are creating also, undoubtedly. But unfortunately, after this step, we are not thinking further. We create, more create. We keep creating. After that, no one knows what to do, how to do it. Therefore, once you create, we should also try to protect it. So this is where many countries, we can call them as very intelligent countries like US, they would be able to tap this potential. Even if they don't create on their own, based on someone's creation, they try to get some protection. By that way, the next one is exploitation. Countries or societies who have adopted this cycle of activities could emerge as superpowers. It is as simple as this. Countries like us, who are very efficient in this and could not recognize or could not realize the value of these two, are still followers. When I was a child, I know that India is a developing nation. Even now, it is a developing nation. We don't know when it will become a developed country. Yes, it is quite possible provided if we adopt this strategy. Otherwise, not possible in near future. Look into this. Here are the top 5 countries which are dominating the globe over the scientific and technological aspects because they are filing the most number of patents in the world. China, US, Japan, Korea, and Europe. Only these 5 countries are contributing to 85% of the IP. IP creation, IP means protection. Protection comes only through your creation. So whatever they created, They are protecting them. And India is along with more than 190 countries, hardly contributing to 15%. If you want to know the numbers, here are the numbers. Chinese files about 50 lakh patents, US around 6 lakhs, Japan, Korea, Europe around 2 to 3 lakhs, whereas India only 50,000 or 56,000. What is the population of India? 130 crore officially. Unofficially, we don't know. We might have already crossed China. But officially, itself, within 10 years, we are going to cross China. But why are we not competing in this? Out of this 56,000, again, more than 35,000 are contributed by foreigners in India. That means 130 crore people are contributing to only around 15 to 20,000 of production of their creative work. They are very, very low. Almost it is like, if you ask mathematics people, it is like almost equaling it to zero only. Yes or no? So therefore we must improve. If you ask me about the state-wise contribution, here is the list. Maharashtra files about 4,000, then Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Telangana, then Andhra Pradesh. Population of Andhra Pradesh is about 4 to 5 crores, at least 4 crores, and hardly 5 crores. Hardly 500, less than 500 patents. That means you are creating so many things, but you did not realize the value of your creation. If you don't realize value of your creation, what benefit do you get? Only you will keep on adding creativity. That's all. So therefore, technology and innovation is like never-ending spiral. When, if we talk about the early human being, they were also creative. Their next generations were also creative. We are also creative. Our next coming generations will also be creative. Because as long as human life is there on this planet, always technology and innovation will be there in one or other form. But now the point of discussion is whether we are in line with our generation or not. If you look into the countries like US or the other developed countries, they are very much ahead of us. It is because they are practicing science, technology, and others in a very, very systematic approach. With a systematic approach. Now we are into this phase. For every researcher in our country, for every academician in our country, this is the situation today. Because whenever we conduct a research, we have the habit of publishing our research works in high impact journals. That was the culture. That should be there. But only that is not sufficient. If you do only that, then not sufficient. Then what else? Nowadays, at least from last few years, people are talking about IPR, patents, protection, that, this technology. But how do they come? Unless we realize their value. So what do they mean by it? So now people are confused whether to go for this, whether to do this, or what to do. Ultimate objective is to get some visibility and credibility. Yes or no? Why you are doing BSc, then MSc, then PhD? To improve your credibility and visibility. That is the basic feature. So we were practicing this. Now people are also talking about this, but now we are in a state of transition. Which one to do? When to do? How to do? Where to do? Why to do? If these many questions are there, then I think better to keep quiet. Right? That is what many people are doing. Better keep quiet. Don't do anything. When you start doing, people will ask when, why, how, where, all these things. So believe me, if you are in this state of transition, if you feel that your work has got some potential, always take IP first. Always take IP first, followed by publication. The same work you can also publish. It is like whenever you go to a big bazaar or supermarket, 1+1 offer. Yes or no? So there are two shops. One is 1+1 offer, one is 1+1. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get two free. Which one do you prefer? Buy one, get two free. So it is also same. Take IP first, you can also do publication. But if you take publication first, last time I went to Big Bazaar, there was a board, buy one get one free. I went to him, I told, ठीक है, buy one get one free. I don't want this buying part. That is free. I give it to me. He says, no. You do this, then only you will get. How? You only told buy one get one free. I don't want that. Only free one you give it. That's anyway free to you, na? Do they give? Don't give. It is also the same. If you do IP first, You will also get publication. Buy one, do one, get another one. But if you do this, you will never get this. If you do this, you will never get this. So therefore, IP, if your work is good, if you wish to go forward, take IP first, followed by the same thing you can publish. If you publish it first, you will forget. You will never get IP. Why? Because of this reason. Whenever you feel that your idea is valuable, you should definitely own it. Otherwise, someone else will own. I will cite here one important example from India. Who is the inventor of radio? Marconi, right? But I say no. Inventor of radio is Professor Jagdish Chandra Bose. But in the examination, if you are attending IAS or IPS or other exams, if you keep Marconi, you will get the marks. If you put JC Bose, you will get 0 marks. But the truth is, it is Jagdish Chandra Bose only. But what happened? The story was like this. Jagdish Chandra Bose has worked on those parts. In spite of suggestions from his well-wishers, he did not take any IP over it. Within few years, he was traveling to Europe, where Marconi could meet him. Marconi was also working in similar lines because ideas are not to you. Ideas are open for everyone. You are not the only great person on this planet to generate ideas. Because every human being has the capability to generate ideas. So he was also working in similar lines. But by meeting with Jagdish Chandra Bose, he got more inputs. Accordingly, he has taken a patent. Now, whole world recognizes Marconi as the inventor of radio. And majority of all these advancements in telecommunication systems were based on that word. Go to Google, search in there for Jagdish Chandra Bose. Everyone praises him, but unfortunately no trend has come. And if he has taken the patent, I think by now our country would have been in the race of being the top 1, 2, 3 countries. Because that research work was so great, it has opened up a way for greater advancements by way of telecommunications. And the other side of the story is it is the same Jagdish Chandra Bose who could realize the value of IP, and he has become the first Asian, not only first Indian, he is the first Asian to get the American patent. సో మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా టీవీ చూస్తే నాడు నేడు తీసుకుంటారు కదా నాడు నో నో పేటెంట్ నథింగ్ నేడు ఎస్ బట్ ఈ నేడు వచ్చాక రన్ అయిపోయింది all patent has got to US. Now when I ask you who is the inventor of radio, Marconi. So you please go and read the literature at your free time. So that is how his idea was valuable. Somehow he did not recognize the value of IP. Now others who could recognize, they could get all the benefit, all the profit. The same is the case with C.V. Raman. Raman effect was discovered in India, but if you have Raman instrument, Raman spectra in your college or universities, you have to import them. Why? Science is ours, technology is theirs. That is where we have created. After that, we did not do anything. We did not try for others. They did not create, but they could able to capture. So therefore, here comes the importance of IPR. I thought my friend Fani would have introduced about IPR. Good that he has left some scope for me so that I can talk about this subject. I don't go into the details of this, but I introduce IP to you. Intellectual property refers to all of these: trademark, patent, patent, invention, copyright, industrial law, each and everything. Okay? It appears to be so complex at a very first instance. If you try to understand it, one of the easiest subject to learn and simple subject to practice. It is required for each and everyone. Someone, when I take lecture, someone will come, sir, I am from history, I am doing BA history, I am doing BA economics. How does it relevant to me? Yes, I say it is relevant to each and everyone. IP refers to creations of the mind. That is what we discussed. Whatever you create from here, you need to practice it. You need to work on it. Maybe inventions, literal articles, symbols, names, images, designs that are used in commerce. When the term commerce comes, it has got some other relevance with making business or making money. IP, if you read the definition, is property. Suppose if you own a bangla, suppose if you have a BMW car, so while going, if I ask you to give me your car, you may give. But if I don't return your car, what do you do? You will first you complain to Dr. Sunita, Madam, that person has come, that sir has come, he has not returned my car. You will wait for 2 days. She will tell, no, no, wait, he may give. 1 week over. Then you will go to Srinivas, you will go to others, you will go to your principal. There is no, he was our guest, let us wait for 1 more week. Nothing happening. You tell, sir, whether you do or should I go and go to police station? You will go to police station. How come? Today you are giving me respect. After 10 days you say, no, no, you give me my car, you are not giving my car, I will go to police station. Why? Because you feel that it is your property. That is my car, my car. So when you say my car is your property. Similarly, IT can also be yours. Once you create it, it is your property. You can do anything. You can sell it. It can be sold, bought, leased, or rented. You can pass it away. You can assign. If you are happy, you can donate it. You can give it to me. Sir, think you are very happy. Take my BMW car. Don't give. Good. You can do. Suppose if I don't return it, you are not happy. Yes or no? So therefore, like any other property, intellectual property can be used like a traditional property. But there is some limitation. Time limitation and territorial limitation. Today, you might be having a big bangla. Before you, your earlier generations have enjoyed. After you, your next generations will enjoy. Likewise, generations after generation, that enjoyment will be there. But for IP, it is not like that. It is for limited period of time. Within that time, you need to enjoy your rights. After that, it will become open. So here are the types of IPRs. Broadly, copyrights and industrial property. Rights of the author, rights of the performer. Singing a song, writing a poem, right? Composing a music or a drama, artistic works, anything. All these comes under copyrights. Industrial property is again on two pillars. One is information, the other one is innovation. Trademark and geographical indication comes under information pillar. Patents, trade secrets, and industrial designs comes under innovation. Here I try to show you the different types of IPs with an example each. Darjeeling tea. Likewise, Kondapalli toys. Kondapalli బొమ్మలు ఉన్నాయి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి కదా. Then Mangalagiri sarees or pattu. Yes. Pochampalli. Hyderabad biryani. Tirupati laddu. అవునా కదా. Konduru cotton. Right. Khadar. Konduru khadar. So likewise, all these are geographical indications and trademarks. Trade secrets. Coca-Cola ఎంతమంది తెలుసు? మరి మీరు అందరు కెమిస్ట్రీ వాళ్ళే. కోకోకోలా శాంపుల్ తీసుకొచ్చి అనాలిసిస్ లో చెప్తారా ఏముందో దాంట్లో? చెప్పొచ్చు కదా. HPLC ఉంది, మాస్ ఉంది, అనాలిసిస్ చెప్పలేరా? చెప్పొచ్చు. చెప్తారా ఎవరన్నా? 1 year టైం ఇస్తాను చెప్తారా? ఎందుకు చెప్పరు? ఇప్పుడే అన్నది చెప్పమని చెప్పండి. So that itself is a trade secret. At least 10 or 20 big companies might have tried to make out the original composition. Everyone failed. That's a trade secret. Tirupati ఇక్కడ చేస్తారా? అదే సీక్రెట్. Copyright. Rabindranath Tagore's Geetanjali, Lightwell, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, and patent. So you will ask me how one can generate IP from their ideas. Look at this very carefully. This flowchart itself explains each and every aspect of IP. Because it is a property, we feel right over it. Yes or no? And this property is an outcome of human creativity, creations of our mind. So we call it as intellectual property, and the rights are called as intellectual property rights. And what do you mean by creations of the mind? What does our mind do? Does our mind generate money? No. It can only generate thoughts. It can only generate ideas. So therefore, idea is the source of all kinds of IPs. If you have idea, if it leads to expression, you may get a copyright. Idea leading to invention or innovation, you may get a patent. Idea, if it reflects into quality and identity, it will be a trademark. Idea leading to appearance is a design. Idea, trade secret. But India, in Indian culture, the most big problem is We feel that we are keeping it as a secret, but unfortunately we tell everyone. Suppose today I am here because you are my good friends. I tell them this is my secret. This is one secret with me. I am only disclosing here. Don't tell to anyone. After few weeks, you will visit Nanya University, other GIET, and other universities. Then everyone says, "Common Code one secret. This is the secret." Hey, what is this? Is it still a secret? But I still feel that I am maintaining a secret. So therefore, we are very bad at secrets. So finding good examples and trade secrets from India is also very very difficult. And JK Rowling, I am showing the same picture again and again because JK Rowling is considered to be more richer than Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is rich by inheritance. అంత ముందు వాళ్ళకి కాబట్టి ఆమె వచ్చినాయి కాదు ఆమె నెక్స్ట్ వాళ్ళకి వస్తాయి బట్ JK Rowling no, she has become rich by IP. When she wrote Harry Potter, at least 10 publishers have denied to publish her novel. She made 2 suicide attempts. Okay? And luckily she could survive. Now she is one of the richest person on this globe. So that is the power of intellectual property. Okay. And America, why everyone wish to go to America? If you are a software employee, you wish to go to America. If you are a researcher, your aim would be going to US. So everyone tries to go to US only. As if there is only one country in the world. There are more than 200 countries. But why everyone's target is first target is US? Because it is the most advanced country that we feel. It is the most powerful nation. And the first patent from US has come only in the year 1790. Before that, there were no patents, no proper science, no proper technology. It might be there, but not systematic. But since then, within soon they could evolve as superpowers. And this is a patent for a process of making potash, fertilizer, chemical process. So it is more relevant to all of us. And people feel that intellectual property is a new subject, a recent subject. So from last 5-10 years, people are talking about IP. No, it is as old as Alexander and Purushottam's story. You all might be knowing Alexander Purushottam. Yes, it is as old as that. Somewhere in 500 BC itself, in the Greek, they used to grant protection to the inventors. And first recorded evidence has come in 1474. And during that time, India was struggling like anything with foreign invasion. Here I talk to you on IP. Patent. Patent is considered as a contract between the government and the inventor, for which government gives the inventor the right to stop. You can stop others. You can stop others. That is your right. In simple, it is called as a techno-legal document. And look at this cartoon. These people have invented the fire. For example, they thought all others will go to them. They will beg. కొంచెం మాకు కూడా నేర్పించండి అని అంటున్నారు వాళ్ళు 2 నెలలు అయిపోయింది 3 నెలలు అయిపోయింది సంవత్సరం అయిపోయింది ఎవరు రావట్లేదు మీరు గ్రేట్ అంటే రావాలి కదా జనాలు మీ దగ్గరికి ఎవరు పోవట్లేదు అసలు ఏమైంది పరిస్థితి బయట ఏమైందని చూడడానికి పోయింది ఏముంది అంతా స్టార్ట్ చేశారు ప్రాక్టీసింగ్ ఎందుకు వాళ్ళు పేటెంట్ చేయలేదు నేను ఫైల్ ఇన్వెంట్ చేశాను అని అందరికీ ఫీల్ చేశారు ఎవరు చేసుకుంటున్నారు మీ దగ్గర రూల్ ఏముంది అదే కదా సో therefore whenever you come up with a new work new invention always try to take an IP take a patent first. Before that, you should not disclose to anyone. If you disclose, it is open. It is no more new. Then you will never get a patent. Why patents? Why patents? 80% of the scientific information will appear only in the form of patents. Whenever you do a literature search, we generally have the habit of searching in scientific publications. Yes, we have to do. But if you do only that, you are searching in 20% of the information. 80% of the information is kept untouched because it is present in the form of patents only, which we are not searching for. There are about more than 150 million patent documents worldwide. Each million is 10 lakhs. 150 into 10 is equal to number of lakhs. Those many patents are there. And very fortunately, all these patent documents are copyright free. You can read, you can download, you can print, you can copy, you can also practice, provided if it is not for commercial benefit. మీరు వేరే వాళ్ళ ఐపీని తీసుకొని బిజినెస్ చేసి ప్రాఫిట్ చేసుకున్నంత వరకు ఎవరి పేరునైనా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. Why all this story is required? Because of this. We are in the age of invention. Whether we like it or not, మీకు నచ్చినా నచ్చకపోయినా చేయాలనిపించినా చేయనిపించినా తప్పదు. If we don't do, future generations will not excuse us. We need to do. There is no other go. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. Sir, ఇది అందరూ చెప్తారు కదా కామన్ గానే ఉంది. But ideas are very common. అది కామన్, yes. But inventions are rare. So we need to look into this rarest part. Except this, if you do any other things, you are like many other people. And even our Prime Minister said, innovate, patent, produce and prosper. Every year there is a Indian Science Congress. I think this year in 2023, it is happening in Nagpur, NIT Nagpur. He says, innovate, patent, produce and prosper. That is the value of IP. When the highest authority of the country is coming down and appealing to all his young people to contribute. Look at this. I think this will be very, very important for the faculties and researchers. We need to adopt a strategy. The current strategy is this that we are following. Do some R&D work, publish, get some visibility and credibility. Do work, publish, get some visibility and credibility. This is what is happening. But if you can put one more filter before publishing, if you can look for possible IP, if there is some potential, if you take an IP, after taking IP you can still publish. By doing so, your visibility and credibility will be multiplied with great numbers and there will be a great scope for commercial exploitation. Your product, your process may become a technology and it may come to a market. Why we should always buy a Chinese product, German product? Yes or no? Why can't we come up with our own product? That is possible provided if we follow this strategy. Now from here, I will be showing you some examples how as a researcher we could realize the value of IP and convert some of our research works into patentable outcomes. Look into this. Nimbolite is a natural product. Nimbolite is a natural product. It is available in nature. It is already known for anti-cancer activity. As an organic chemist, we have designed some analogs. This is the general structure of various analogs, and I think we could make around 8 to 10 compounds. We could characterize them. With the help of biology people, we could evaluate their anti-cancer activities. These analogs are showing much better activities than the original nimbolite in insoluble impurities. So therefore, what would be the way to make a pure nimbolite? You need to prepare in the lab. So we have developed a process, a 3-step process, which can also be performed in a one-pot operation. As of today, this is the shortest feasible process for making nicotine. For this work, we filed 6 patents, one in India, one in US, then Germany, UK, Belgium. Likewise, all 6 patents are granted, and hopefully within soon we may license this patent to some of the pharma industries. And this is the very first work where we thought of filing patents. Very simple molecule. Escalate is already a known molecule. It's already known for its activity. We have made a TPP appendage. Escalate TPP coupled. One appendage we made, only one compound. We have performed extensive biological activities with the help of biology team. After some time, we could realize that it has got a great potential. Biology team could also go ahead with animal model studies. After doing all these things, I think after Dosara, I just joined in IST again. We thought it would be like an experience for me also to convert some of the works into patents. We have taken this as a pilot exercise. We filed patents in 2015. See here, 2015. Luckily, By 2019, if you look into the date here, you can see 2019. By 2019, the same four patents, two in US, one in UK, one in India, they were licensed to Sun Pharma. And IICT has already received 5 crores. That's first milestone payment. There are few more activities to be performed at Sun Pharma level. If every activity is successful, then IICT may receive around 240 or 250. That is the projection. Forget about 240, 250, whether we get or not, I don't know. But 5 crores already we got. So that itself is a good success for us, because without any plan we started, we could end up with some success. And here is the patent that I referred on nicotine. This is called PCD application, the front page. And this is the American patent for the work that has been licensed to Sun Pharma. Look at this. This is the US patent granted in the year 2017. You can find my name here. Okay? Two of them are from CCME. And this is the other page of the patent document. This is how we have depicted the chemistry part, this is the biology part. Likewise, there are many other papers also. And here is the front page of US patent for the work which we license, and this is the US patent of nicotine. So this is how a patent document looks like. And these are for other works, pyroxenol compounds, single sulfamide derivatives. See, whenever we develop molecules, we always try to work in collaborations. Working as an individual, working in isolation may not bring us success. The scope of success will be almost like zero if you work in isolation. But if you work in team, certainly there will be a decent scope. And this work, see, we filed patent in somewhere in 2018, then the same work has been published in 2020. And this work we are doing with CCMB, where we are synthesizing artificial nucleotides. And here is the chemistry part of the work that I just referred, synthesis of cyanoxanol derivatives. These are the different library of compounds. Of course, chemistry is very simple here, and we could file patents because we have integrated our work with biology. Because of biological applications, we could convert this into patent. With only chemistry, no patent. With only biology, no patent. If you combine them, they will get a decent scope for filing patents. And this is the another work. See, as an organic chemist, as I mentioned, you can design around small molecules. You can take some existing small molecule, you can design around that. This is called as Markov structure in case of patent languages, a generic structure. These are the specific examples. And since the biology was good, further we could file, I think for this work we filed 8 patents, out of which 4 are already granted. Canada, Australia, South Africa, and US are granted, others are in process. And these are the front pages of the patents through WIPO. And this is the another work. There is a drug molecule called as Zafirlux, which is used for treatment of asthma. And even for this, I think 10-step process is the shortest process known till today. We could able to come up with a multi-component process wherein we could synthesize this molecule in hardly 5 steps. So that is how we develop this process not only to make this molecule and also related analogs. Even for this required patents in US and India. This is the nuclear analogs which I just mentioned in my class. These are the 9 or 10 different analogs. And these are the patents. This is the nuclear patent. This is the other one. HCAP inhibitors. So this is another work. And here is the work of another process. Lipoic acid is a very small molecule. It is an active drug molecule for treatment of diabetes. But unfortunately, in India, no one is making. No one is making, and around 400 tons are required for our consumption. We looked into this, and then we developed a process. We started somewhere in 2013, but it took around 3 to 4 years for us to develop a proper process, and then we filed the patent. Now, very recently, we are going to sign a license agreement with Sami Labs and Bengaluru. So this must be licensed. This is the patent. Now, I will show you what was happening during the time of COVID across the globe. We all know that on one side, the entire human generation is suffering due to COVID. But it was the duty of the scientific teams to come up with some solutions. In that way, people started looking into the existing molecules and repurposing them. That is how the concept of reuse, repurpose has come. One such example is favipiravir, which is repurposed for the treatment of COVID. And there are about 600 patents filed in this subject during that time. And there are many companies which came up with several compositions to make favipiravir available to the people. And these are more than 5,000 patents. Of course, I think numbers are very small here. I am just showing. COVID vaccine. There are about 1400 patents across the world during COVID vaccine in that 2 years. 1400 patents have been filed. That means scientific community has never gone into sleep. They were working hard, more and more hard. And within India, there are about 100 patents. I will just show you. These vaccines in India. There were about 100 patents filed on the subject COVID vaccines in India itself. That means even in India, lot of research work was going on. And basically, vaccines will come out of as a teamwork between chemistry, biology, and some others. Yes or no? And the first patent on COVID vaccine was filed by Bharat Biotech. And another patent. This is the front page of the patent filed by Bharat Biotech. You can see here. Bharat Biotech is there, Yella Krishnamurthy, and some others. And even there is a patent for the kit also. The kit that is given during COVID times, they were also protected by patents. So one of the patents by HK Trust. So therefore, when you practice research, this is possible. But there are certain terminologies that has to be taken care. When you are doing publications, author, manuscript writing and application comes. But when you are doing patents, you need to use inventor specification drafting as assignee. If you say, sir, I am the author of 5 patents, that is a wrong terminology. Okay? Many a times, knowingly or unknowingly, people still have a overlapping. So therefore, with respect to patents, if you have patents, you should say, I am the inventor of 5 patents. I am the inventor of 10 patents. If you have publications, then you have to 50 companies. He himself has helped 50 companies to start. I think during the times of COVID, Moderna vaccine is there, na? It is one of his company. He is a man of machine. In India, only machine can do. Man cannot do this. Yes or no? Because we have people who can do publications, we have people who can do patents, we have people who can do technologies. But we don't have people who can do all. So this is the uniqueness of the Western science practices. And countries like US, Japan, people like Robert Langer are not 1 and 2. They are in thousands. Then, if we really have to compete with those countries, is it really possible for us? Just imagine how difficult it is. So we need to emerge like this. Why IP? Again, earlier the properties used to be in the form of territory or money, gold, these things. But now it is all about IP. If you talk about IBM or Microsoft, 90 to 90%, 95% of their values are in the form of IPs. They cannot be seen, but they are that worthy. Why idea is so important? The answer is here. A man may die. Alexander the Great, Ashoka the Great, Akbar the Great, Shivaji the Great. Are they no? Are they there no? They are not. They are great, but they are not there today. Nations may rise and fall. Greek, Persia, do this, but now they are not the greatest. But an idea lives on forever. There were days when there was no G at all, 0 G. Yes or no? I think you all might be knowing, all elderly people might be knowing. There were times when there was no G at all. People were not knowing what is called G. But now, slowly 1G, 2G, 3G, we are into 4G. Only few cities in India are already into 5G. But at the same time, research towards developing 6 and 7G is already in progress. Who knows, after 100 years there could be 1000th G. Yes or no? And all these G's are possible only because of an idea who have conceived that. So that is the power of idea. And that is how, if you have a great idea, certainly you can develop innovations and it is the innovation which distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Now, it all depends on us whether we want to become the leaders or we wish to be the followers. Because we are already followers. Our position do not change. But to change it, if we wish to become leaders, we need to struggle a lot. Why? This would be the impact of a leader versus follower. Yes or no? If you want to become leaders, you have to be on this side. So that is the only 5 to 10 countries are dominating the globe because they are called as leader countries. All others are follower countries. So we need to try to be on this side. And luckily from last few years in India, there are good number of leaders who could emerge by way of entrepreneurship. Swiggy, Zomato, whatever we call today, they are already our own startups. They are into our entrepreneurial culture. See, we are chemistry people, right? Whatever topic we discuss, always we have a habit of bringing some chemistry part into that. So therefore, I got periodic table of the Indian startup ecosystem. You can find Zomato here, Swiggy here, all those things are there. And as I mentioned, if you want to become the leader, you need to struggle a lot. Just try to recollect the days of 1942, where the slogan was "Do or die." Now almost all we are in a similar situation with a slight change in the slogan. Die part is already there, only the other part is innovate. Now it is innovate or die. If you innovate or if we innovate, the whole world still recognizes us. If we don't innovate, no one will look at us. So it all depends on us. And for this, what we need to do? If you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got. Get up in the morning, get ready to the college, come to the college, listen the classes, go away. Come, go, come, go, come, go. 1 year gone, second year gone, third year gone, 10th year gone. This is a very regular practice that everyone is doing. Then what's great in that? So we need to do something different. Once we start doing something different, we can certainly achieve something great. That is possible only by unlocking the opportunity. There is a huge scope. The only requirement is we need to unlock. But this is a very serious concern in our societies. When I was a student, I was doing this. And many times our teacher put chapters, hey, yes or no? When I was a student, I was doing this. Now I am faculty, I am experiencing this. The difference is being this side or that side, but happening is the same. Yes or no? No, it is yes only. Hardly no it is. And second one is this teamwork. If I ask someone collectively to do this, after a few days they say, sir, I thought of doing, but I thought he will do. I thought she will do. At the end of the day, no one will do. Then they say, no sir, if you have told me, I would have done. But since you told all three people, we thought everyone will do. But finally, no, nothing has done. Somehow, there is a survey which says that Indians do not have the potentiality of working in teams. Though they start, they do it won't last for longer time, it won't last for longer time, it will break, it will fail. Finally, they end up with fighting. Somehow, we need to adopt this strategy. If you go to any of the Western country, tomorrow some of you may do PhD and go for postdoc, go working teams. And the third one and the most important one is the risk. It is the risk which drives the innovation. And somewhere I came across, I don't remember the exact reference, but Indians are poor risk takers. Indians are poor risk takers, but credit seekers keep safe. How things will work? Do we really become leaders? Why? The reason is this. Future wars will not be fought over territories, but definitely over exploitation of ideas. We have seen Alexander Porus over this war, that war, this recently India, but so many wars are happening. But within coming few years, all these wars will subside and fighting will be only between like Samsung and Apple idea, my idea, you are right, I am right. Only these fighting will be there. Now you tell me, if someone is doing research here, are we doing this? Formulate hypothesis accumulate data, do extensive testing. One paper over, second paper over, third paper over, 10th paper. Suppose if you invite me after 3 years, I will tell you I have 100 papers. After 5 years, 1000 papers. It is all about formulating a hypothesis, generating data, doing research work, compiling them. Compile. Are we doing this? Yes or no? I need some answer here. Yes? Okay. If the answer is yes or no? This is the old way. Because when it comes to our individual centric, we need all modern gadgets. Yes or no? Modern brands, latest brands. But when it comes to research, no sir, we are very happy. Don't worry. We are doing great research, we are very happy. Traditional research. But in our regular practices, oh, it's very old culture. Somehow we need to change this. Then what is the new thing? New thing is this. Formulate hypothesis, patent it, raise some million. 17 is some number I wrote, any number. This is what is exactly done by the foreign based countries. And they could have just superpowers. Otherwise, when Ravana could take Sita and Pushpaka, how come right winners have become the inventors of aeroplane? Yes or no? So there are so many aspects. That means knowledge was there everywhere. People who could organize it systematically, capture it systematically, could evolve as leaders. Others, they remain as followers. So therefore, the summary of this discussion is we are in a competitive world. Whether we like it or not, whether we accept it or not, we are in this race. We are already pushed into the race. Otherwise, go to metro cities like Mumbai, Delhi, go to metro. You need not find your destination. They will only take you there. So it is like this. We are already in the race. When IP is not there, what happens? Big will eat medium, medium will eat small, small will eat micro, micro will eat mini, mini will eat nano. Being nano is so dangerous here. But now everyone says nano is more great. Nano is not so great here. Yes or no? Nano is one case. Then what should we have? We should have some IP. If IP is there, whatever nano you are, you can still fight with any kind of people. So this is the power of intellectual property. And this single cartoon will reflect the whole essence of IPR. Whatever we discussed for 1.5 hours, trying not to make you into sleep, is this. Only one cartoon. I would have shown only this cartoon, huh? Why I wasted 1 hour time, all these 20, 30 slides, story going on. Only one thing. It is creations of the mind. You have created, you are protecting it by way of intellectual property. Why you are protecting? The reason is if someone tries to exploit, you can stop them. You can fight them. So this is the whole essence of IPR. Why innovation then? Even Prime Minister added one more line to the existing slogan. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Vigyan. We were so happy by that. But now he added one more thing. Jai Anusandhan, innovation. How to do innovation? Hardly we know. Neither we were taught nor we were trained. Then but already told then how to take about. Yes, it is very much required. What we need to do? This was our research orientation. Yes or no? As a researcher, our research orientation was towards making publications in high impact journals. This was the only objective. This was the only orientation. Now we need to change it slightly. We need to have this. We need to definitely have this. But at the same time, having only this is not sufficient. We need to reorient towards India first, innovation first, IP first. And when we talk about this, if you people may say, sir, I am not a researcher, I am not into research field, why should I worry? Whether you are a researcher, whether you are a school teacher, student, industry person, working person, whoever it may be, whatever activities we do, we should do them with a concern that it will add value to our country. It will add value to our country's progress. Individual progress is equal to country's progress, right? It should add value to our country's progress. And innovation first. Whatever you do, you try to do it in a new way. Right or not? Suppose when you are reading, everyone will sit in front of the book and read it. You don't sit, you walk and read. You jump and read. Yes or no? Or you watch TV, you take a film, you look at the movie and you read it. Is it not innovative? Yes or no? So always whatever works you do, try to have some or other innovation in that, some or other new thing. Don't do the things in a regular manner. And then IP first. Whenever you feel that there is something new, always take an IP first. By practicing this along with the existing practice, certainly we can change a lot. And, and again, this is the most difficult part for all of us. What is that? Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Reading is not enough. We must do. First two parts looks to be more easy. So we got it. But again, these two parts today, no, tomorrow. Tomorrow, that tomorrow will never come. Like the generations will go. Yes or no? जवाहरलाल नेहरू told कल का काम आज करो बट आज का काम अब करो आपका काम क्या करना है किसी को पता नहीं वो छोड़ दो that is what is happening yes or no so therefore this is again a great suffering in our practices we know everything we know that we have to do but when it comes to doing what again we take some time so you should not do that and I think we have come to the end. These are some of the memorable interactions that I could have with eminent people in science and research. I could associate with them very closely, not only because of chemistry. If it is only because of chemistry, maybe I would not have gone to such an area to them. Because of my IP learning, and as I mentioned, generally people in science and research-centric works are not really aware of IT practices. So that has helped me to go very close to them. In fact, to develop them, I wrote patents. Maybe some of them it is their first patent also. Even Professor Gordon Mehta, he is considered to be one of the gods of organic chemistry in India. Like Gautam Mehta is organic chemistry is Professor Gautam Mehta. And I got a chance to write two patents for him. And I feel that is one of the memorable moment to me. Otherwise, I used to see him as a student when I was doing my schooling in Navodaya. But luckily I could get a chance. And even to many others, Dr. A.V. Raman Rao and Dr. Yadav, to all of these, for all these, I wrote few patents. And here is our institute. It is Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology, established in the year 1964 as a research laboratory in Bhubaneswar. Later on, it is renamed as Institute of Minerals and Materials Technology, IMMT, in the year 2007. And it is located at Bhubaneswar. And this is the campus, huge campus, and green campus. Our basic research work is focused towards minerals and materials. Odisha, being a mineral-rich state, majority of our research will be focusing towards mineral research and also materials. Of course, it is not limited to only these two areas. We do have research groups in all fields of science, including physics, chemistry, biology, and engineering. Also materials. And so finally, thank you all. So whenever you happen to be in Bhubaneswar, you please welcome to IMT. You can explore the possibilities. With this, I hope I have done a reasonable justification for the purpose of inviting me here to conduct a session. And I really wish at least some of you should take this message and try to inculcate a habit of coming up or doing the things in slightly different manner. Maybe innovative or may not, but slightly different. So with this, thank you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for enlightening us with a wonderful lecture. Our students have enjoyed each of your lectures, sir, and you starting with the discovery, invention, and innovation. We have explained very well about the need of IPR and the importance of IPR and various strategies to get IPR.
If you have any questions, you can take them.
Sir, I on these young minds, and some of our students will definitely get inspired and motivated. They will remember your slogan, innovate or die. I hope certainly some of the students should remember innovate or die. And we are expecting these younger generation students will definitely make India as a first in innovation and IT. And now these students will bring our expectations in this hall. You will definitely inspire and motivate because of your lectures.
Sure, very good.
So now students will interact with to clear the doubts.
Anyone here for doubts? Sir, I had a doubt. Linear length ఎక్కువ ఉంది కదా సార్ in మధ్యలో హైడ్రోజన్ బైండ్ అవ్వాలి it was free for hydrogen bond like interactions hydrogen so hydrogen interactions అక్కడ ఆక్సిజన్ కి ఎలా ఉందో సేమ్ వే పక్కన ఉన్న అన్సాచురేషన్ దగ్గర CH ఉంది కదా సార్ అక్కడ ఉంటే హైడ్రోజన్ ఆక్సిజన్ తో ఇంటరాక్ట్ అయ్యి మాలిక్యూల్ యొక్క షేప్ ఈజీగా కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోయేటువంటి ఛాన్స్ ఉంది కదా సార్ లైక్ ఎలా అంటే ఇప్పుడు మాలిక్యూల్ యాక్చువల్ గా ఆ షేప్ లో ఉంటే ఎక్కువ టెండెన్సీ ఉంటుంది ఫర్ రియాక్షన్స్ అని అనుకుంటే తీరా మాలిక్యూల్ స్టేబుల్ అయిపోవడం గురించి హైడ్రోజన్ బాండింగ్ ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ జరగడం వల్ల ఇంట్రామాలిక్యులర్ ఇంటరాక్షన్స్ జరగడం వల్ల చేంజ్ అయిపోయే ఛాన్స్ ఉంటుంది దట్ మైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ సార్ నెక్స్ట్ అంటే లైక్ మనం చేసే రియాక్షన్స్ కి దట్ మైట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ అవుతుంది
సో ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే when ON bond is there, it will not be as I had shown in the slide. So it will be like if you look into the body orientation, the orientation of the molecule and the bond should be different. So there will be a huge space. And when the substrate comes, there is only catalyst. Akkada hydrogen bonding em undadu. Once the substrate is added to that, it forms a enamine. Once enamine is formed with the elimination of the water molecule, and being this catalyst is used in water. Okay. Water molecule also comes in the picture. It also takes part. So accordingly, ఒక channel la form అవుతుంది. So it forms like a cavity. So that cavity brings a decent structure. So by that way, only substrate will be there, and this closed cavity structure will be there. Accordingly, whenever a nucleophile comes, it comes through only one direction. Other direction is already closed. So atla stereotherapy వస్తుంది అన్నమాట.
ఇంట్రామాలిక్యులర్ బైండింగ్
ఇక్కడ ఈ క్యాటలిస్ట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఉండదు, ఓన్లీ క్యాటలిస్ట్ ఉండదు.
Thank you very much, sir.
Madam, no breaking. Paper presentations. Post presentations.
Now we have poster presentation and outside. Students who are willing to participate in poster presentation, you can present your posters outside. And the students who are willing to give paper presentation, now the session is open for paper presentation. Sairam Kalyan. Now we have 4 members, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Maximum 3 minutes.
Kiran bhai, 5 minutes. Last time. Now the maximum time for presentation is only 5 minutes. You have to conclude in 5 minutes. Don't give more time to the introduction part. Okay, Kiran bhai, MSc, first MSc.
మీరు కూడా మొన్న కదా అప్పుడు ఎవరంటారు ప్రవీణ్ అది ఉంది పాయింటర్ ఉంది కదా
Parvaja madam వాళ్ళు ఎవరు? తేజస్వి పద్మ. నేను ఎవరు
which is it నేను పేరు లేదా పేరు దీంట్లోనే పెడతారు
Madam, PPT तो ready हो चुकी है. ये लोग ready.
Thank you. Very good evening, respected parents, sons, and my fellow students. I have to say, youngest of our family of freshers. Today, before going to start my presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rakshita. I am studying first year MSc Organic Chemistry. Okay. Today, my presentation is about green chemistry. What is the significance of green chemistry or what is green chemistry? We have seen many branches of chemistry like polymer chemistry, nuclear chemistry, analytical, physical, organical. In such a way, organic green chemistry is also one of the branch of chemistry. Green chemistry signifies the sustainability and eco-friendly chemical synthesis. Okay. Green chemistry, the main purpose of green chemistry is to aim the maximum efficiency with minimum effect. Okay, the motto of green chemistry itself says the recycle, reuse, and reduce. This is the introduction of green chemistry. Green chemistry is the design of chemicals, products, and process that reduce or eliminate the use or generation of other effect. Nothing but green chemistry is an eco-friendly chemistry which always synthesizes the chemicals which are less harmful to the environment or human health. The main motto is reduce, reuse, and recycle is the main motto of green chemistry. These are the 12 principles of green chemistry. These are the 12 principles of green chemistry. Waste prevention. A lot of people doing, we are creating the waste. After that, we treat the same waste. మనం క్రియేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ట్రీట్ చేయడం కన్నా in the process itself we have to put minimum effort to reduce the toxicity in each step of synthesis. That is the first principle of green chemistry, waste prevention. And coming to the next, atom economy. Atom economy is nothing but in so many syntheses nowadays we are using less amount of atom economy. For example, we take in the reactant side 100%, 100 grams of reactants, we only get the 40 or 30% of the products. In atom economy says maximum effect, maximum efficiency of the atom should be come to the reactants should be come to the products. Okay, clear? One తీసుకున్న 100 percentage of reactants ని మనం చేస్తున్న synthesis వల్ల 30% to 20% products ని form అవుతాయి. కానీ green chemistry the second principle is maximum efficiency of the reactant should comes to the product. And coming to the less other chemicals, we have to use not only మనం ఏదైనా ఒక synthesis జరుగుతుందంటే we are doing for a good purpose. For example, take it as ibuprofen. It is an anti-inflammatory or painkiller. We are synthesis for a good reason. Our medicine is there is for a good reason. But the process of the synthesis harms so much of the environment. So what green chemistry says, not a product only, not only the product useful to the environment, at the same time the process and synthesis also look after the environment and human health. Okay. Design safer chemicals. Okay. Uh, you should design the safer chemicals. In mankind, everybody says they will biodegrade or degenerate. They will say, but mankind technology we have only 100 years. Okay, in case plastic disposal, it takes thousands of years to get decomposed in the soil. But coming to the safer green chemistry, product banking, మనిషి యొక్క టైంలో 100 years కూడా డికంపోజ్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ రీజనరేట్ అవ్వగలిగేలా ఉండే కెమికల్స్ తయారు చేయాలి. That is the fourth principle of green chemistry. And fifth one is safer solvent and auxiliaries. Okay, what is auxiliary solvents? We use some identification, purification, isolation, and such other things in the synthesis. We should use some safer solvents during the synthesis. Okay. Design for energy efficiency.
కెమెరా పెట్టారు దానికి పీపీటీ అది
Choose least energy impact intensity. తక్కువ ఎనర్జీ
మంది చేస్తుంది కదా
మాక్సిమం
చేద్దాం
ఏమంటారంటే డిజైన్ ఫర్ ఎనర్జీ ఎఫిషియన్సీ అండ్
పేరు
సెవెంత్
ఏమో
వన్
రోషిని కదా
యూజ్ రెన్యూబుల్ రిసోర్సెస్
రోషిని
రెన్యూబుల్ అండ్ నాన్ రెన్యూబుల్ renewable means the source which won't run out, but non-renewable means the source which has a limited
అందరూ
volume.
మార్చి
For example, of non-renewable source is fossil fuels. Isn't it?
ఒకసారి లేండి సార్
You might ask me, fossil fuels also comes from there after 3000 years. It will again come to why it comes under the non-renewable source. But in mankind time, you only 100 years. We don't have any 1000 or 2000 years. So these things.
జొన్న రక్షిత నిషిత
Most important principle is use only renewable feedstocks. Means take from the renewables which comes
మన నెక్స్ట్ డే
through the cycle. Okay.
పేరు ఎక్కడ
రాంభద్ర.
Solar energy.
మీద
biomasses.
రాంబాబు
Okay.
రాంబాబు
They can integrate into the soil and again
మెయిల్ పెట్టారా
మీరు
can again produce
Not
something
received.
useful synthesis. And come to the reduced derivatives. We are doing synthesis for a good purpose. We get that.
మెయిల్ ఏమి వచ్చింది
Along with that, byproducts also come. So the byproducts also disintegrate the soil. So also byproduct derivatives kuda according to green chemistry biodegradable ayyé derivatives kavali. And coming to the catalysis, why we use catalysis? Why we use catalysis?
నేను పేరు మార్చాను అది
Fast of the reaction. Isn't it not?
దిగదన్న మేలేడు
Taking a catalyst also take the green chemistry catalyst means less selective, most preferable and selective catalyst should be taken in the green chemistry during synthesis. Okay, this should also biodegrade.
శ్రీలేఖ చంద్రు
And coming to the
రాంభద్రరావు
pollution prevention.
Stop. You want to conclude?
Yeah, ma'am. I'll take just only 5 minutes.
ఇదేనా
And I'll conclude. Okay, these are the 12 principles of green chemistry, and he is the father of green chemistry, who coined the term green chemistry and the 12 principles. Now, why do we need green
Start your
chemistry?
presentation. Conclude means just in a fraction of seconds you have to conclude.
Sure.
The time is 5 minutes.
Okay, ma'am. Conclude directly to the conclusion. I don't want to show this one.
Yeah, okay.
Because others have focused more time on introduction part. That is a suggestion I give you. Don't focus more time on introduction.
Sure.
Working in the lab.
What green chemistry is mainly useful for preserving and restoring the environment. Simple thing.
నెక్స్ట్ మీద
Green chemicals and synthesis of green things.
Next thing
to
in
restore the environment. and
చెప్పేస్తా.
save the-
ప్లీజ్
దాని తర్వాత చెప్తాను నాకు
These are the some. Yes, ma'am.
చెప్పేద్దాం అయితే నెక్స్ట్
అదే సార్ మీరు చెప్తాను నా దగ్గర సెంటర్ కదా
అదే
I have
పంపేసి
done
చెప్పే
an
నాకు కొంచెం టైం
activity
పడుతుంది
regarding the biodiesel.
మా ఫ్రెండ్
In
ఒకటి
our
రావాలి
lab, under the guidance of Mallikarjuna sir, I take in this formula triglyceride oils treated with alcohol in the strong base, in presence of strong base. We would get alkyl ethers, ma'am. Here I taken the 1 gram of NaOH, which is a strong base, and mix it up with 20 ml of ethanol, which is an alcohol, and I take used vegetable oil and heat it up to the 60 degrees. I kept it into the water bath. There is 2 layers I mixed in, ma'am. And one is the glycerin layer and another biodiesel. I put it in a spirit lamp, and it was my activity done by under the guidance of. Thank you so much.
తమ్ముడు చెప్పే
Thank you for giving this great opportunity.
నేను డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోలేదు
చెప్తావా?
నాట్ ఇట్ రిసీవ్డ్
Okay.
ఇంకా
It's a good
ఒకసారి నెట్ చెక్
presentation.
చేయి
We appreciate all your efforts. Now I invite Saira Reddy, Saira Kalyan for this part of presentation.
రాలేదు నాకు
వచ్చింది
నేను స్టార్ట్ అంటే అప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ చేయ
Good evening, everyone. I am Saira Kalyan from Department of Microbiology from the program MDSC. I am here to present my seminar about sensors. Actually, I took up this name sensors, the significant spectators. As sensors, they are the spectators for us, which do lot of work for us. But literally, రోజులో జరిగే చాలా వర్క్ మన సెన్సార్స్ చేస్తాయి. మనం యూజ్ చేసే ఫోన్ లో ఉండే అన్ని సెన్సార్స్, ఆఖరికి మనం యూజ్ చేసే డయాగ్నోసిస్ లో మెడికల్ గా ఎన్ని ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంటల్ గా చేసే చాలా వర్క్ సెన్సార్స్ లేకుండా ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి డన్ అండ్ ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి డయాగ్నోస్. లైక్ ఇప్పుడు ఒక మెడికల్ డయాగ్నోసిస్ ఉందంటే ఒక ఎక్స్రే ఉందంటే సెన్సార్ ఫోటో సెన్సార్ వి షుడ్ గివ్ సమ్ report about our condition, about a scan. So sensors are that much important, and without sensors, our mobile phones, proximity sensors, wearable sensors, ambient light sensors, or photo sensor like camera sensors, and even touch sensors would not work, right? So in the same way, mobiles don't work without sensors. So మన లైఫ్ లో ఉన్న చాలా సిచువేషన్స్ సెన్సార్ తో ఇంక్లూడ్ అయి ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి I took this topic. And coming to the thing, I am going to discuss about three things. One, the working principle of sensor and types of sensor and applications. Coming to first, what is sensor? Can anyone tell what is sensor? What definition? The sensor is an instrument which can sense the things which are happening around that. Like a vibrational sensor, it can take about vibration. A light sensor it can take the information from the photons. In the same way, touch sensor it can take the pressure. The same way, different sensors, different things say that. So, a sensor of a physical thing ఏదైతే జరుగుతుందో అరౌండ్ అది చెప్తుంది. సో అదే అలా చెప్తుంది. ఫస్ట్లీ మనం యాక్చువల్గా ఫోటోగ్రఫీ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు ముందు ఫోటోగ్రాఫ్ లో మనకి సిల్వర్ హైలైట్స్ ఉంటాయి. సిల్వర్ హైలైట్స్ లో డిఫరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ వల్ల మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఫోటో క్యాప్చర్ చేసినప్పుడు ఒక షట్టర్ పడుతుందో డిఫరెంట్ ఫోటాన్స్ డిఫరెంట్ వేవ్ లెంగ్త్స్ తో అటాక్ అయినప్పుడు అక్కడ డిఫరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఉంటుంది. సో డిఫరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ఉండడం వల్ల డిఫరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కౌంట్ ఉంది, డిఫరెంట్ కాంపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ సిల్వర్ అక్కడ పక్కన ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది. దాన్ని యాంప్లిఫై చేసి మనకి ముందుకి యూస్ స్టార్ట్ చేశారు. ఐడియా ఉంది స్టార్ట్ చేశారు. సో
కేబుల్ తీసారు ఇందాక
సిల్వర్ హైలైట్ నుంచి ఉన్న సిల్వర్ ని విడదీసి ఆ సిల్వర్ ని యాంప్లిఫై చేయడం
కష్టం.
సేమ్ మనం ఫోన్ లో చూసుకుంటే ఫోన్ లో ఉండే సెన్సార్స్ లో సేమ్ ఉంటుంది, బట్ సిలికాన్
వెనకాల ట్రాక్ పెడితే
see how it is starting is all about semiconductors. ఒక సెన్సార్ వర్క్ చేస్తుందంటే సెమీకండక్టర్ ఉండడం వల్ల వర్క్ చేస్తుంది. అండ్ యు ఆల్ నో అబౌట్ డోపింగ్. ఒక యాక్చువల్ సిలికాన్ షీట్ లో ప్రతి సిలికాన్ దాని యొక్క నైబరింగ్ కో సిలికాన్ తో ఎలాగైతే ఎలక్ట్రాన్ షేర్ చేసుకుంటుందో ద సేమ్ వే ఏదైనా ఒక ఎక్స్ట్రా వేరే ఎలిమెంట్ ఐదర్ హైయెస్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉండి తీసుకోవడమో లేదా లోయెస్ట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఉండి తీసుకోవడమో చేస్తే we get p or n type semiconductor. p టైప్ సెమీకండక్టర్స్ ఎక్కువ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ ఉన్న తీసుకుంటేనే ఫాస్ఫరస్ ఒక ఎక్స్ట్రా ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఉంది అక్కడ అండ్ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ నెగటివ్ చార్జ్ సో నెగటివిటీ ఉంది అండ్ పాజిటివిటీ ఉంది బాండ్ if it was like fifth group element దానికి ఒక ఎక్స్ట్రా ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఉంది నెగటివిటీ ఉంది సో p and n టైప్ సెమీకండక్టర్స్ అలా ఉంటాయి సో ఈ రెండింటిని పక్కన పెట్టి అటాచ్ చేస్తే we get a p-n junction diode సో మనకి అందరికి డయోడ్ తెలియదు కదా సెన్సార్స్ అన్నిటిలోని డయోడ్స్ ఉంటాయి ఈవెన్ మన కెమెరా సెన్సార్ లో కూడా డయోడ్స్ ఉంటాయి ఫోటో డయోడ్ సో ఫోటో డయోడ్ లో p-n junction diode లో మధ్యలో there is a hope that electrons is going to move towards p type సో ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అలా p type కి n type నుంచి p type కి మూవ్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ అక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడ వచ్చేటప్పుడు ఇక్కడ హోల్స్ తయారు చేసి ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ హోల్స్ ని క్లోజ్ చేయాలి అలా క్లోజ్ చేయడం వల్ల there is a formation of diffusion layer సో ఒక డిప్లీషన్ లేయర్ ఫామ్ అవుతుంది ఈ ఫామ్ అవుతున్న డిప్లీషన్ లేయర్ మీద ఎప్పుడైతే ఫోటాన్ పడిందో మనం బయట నుంచి వస్తున్న లైట్ ఏదైతే షట్టర్ బటన్ తీసుకున్న ఫోటాన్ పడిందో ఆ పడిన ఫోటాన్ దాని యొక్క వేవ్ లెంగ్త్ ఇంటెన్సిటీ ప్రకారంగా ద నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ which were passed in the reverse direction ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ డిప్లీషన్ లేయర్ లో ఫ్రమ్ n type to p type అలా మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయో ఫ్రమ్ p type to n type అలా మూవ్ అవుతున్నాయి ఇదేంటిగా ఇది ఇమేజ్ సెన్సార్ షట్టర్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుంది సో ఆ ఓపెన్ అవ్వడం వల్ల డిఫరెంట్ వేవ్లెంగ్త్ లో డిఫరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కాంబినేషన్ రావడం వల్ల ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ నెంబర్ బట్టి ఒక నెంబర్ ఇస్తుంది కలర్ ఇస్తుంది అలా ఆ కలర్ ఇవ్వడం వల్ల అక్కడ ఆ పిక్సెల్ కి ఆ పిక్సెల్ కి కలర్ ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట సో ఇంత సేమ్ గా అన్ని డయోడ్స్ ని ఒక చోట పెడితే స్లాబ్ తయారవుతుంది ఆ స్లాబ్ కి అల్యూమినియం స్ట్రిప్స్ ఉంటాయి సో వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ అంటే ఈ ఫోటాన్ హిట్ అవ్వడం వల్ల వచ్చిన కౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రతి ఎలక్ట్రాన్ అక్కడ స్లాబ్ దగ్గర ఉండిపోతాయి సో ప్రతిదీ ఒకేసారి ఒక ఛానల్ కింద ఈ చివరి ఛానల్ నుంచి తర్వాత ఛానల్ ఒక్కొక్క ఛానల్ కింద డిజిటలైజ్ చేయబడతాయి సో ఒక పర్టికులర్ పిక్సెల్ లో ఉన్న నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ కౌంట్ చేయబడతాయి ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్స్ యొక్క నెంబర్ బట్టి ఎల్సిడి డిస్ప్లే లో ఒక పిక్సెల్ చూపించబడుతుంది సో టైప్స్ దేర్ ఆర్ టూ టైప్స్ సిసిడి అండ్ CMOS యాక్చువల్లీ సిసిడి ప్రకారంగా మనం డిజిటల్ కెమెరాలో చూస్తాము కెమెరా లైక్ ఇటర్స్ లో ఎందుకంటే ఒక్కొక్క లేయర్ ఒక్కొక్కసారి జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది బట్ ఇది కేస్ ఆఫ్ CMOS మన ఫోన్ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ కెమెరాలో చూపించేది లైక్ ఎలా అంటే ఎవ్రీ పిక్సెల్ దగ్గర అంటే ఎవ్రీ డయోడ్ దగ్గర ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కౌంట్ అక్కడే చేసేస్తుంది సో దానివల్ల ఏంటంటే ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కౌంట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత జస్ట్ నెంబర్ వెళ్తాయండి సో ఆల్రెడీ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కౌంట్ గమ్మున అయిపోవడం అక్కడే అయిపోవడం వల్ల జస్ట్ నెంబర్ ఒకటే ట్రావెల్ చేయాల్సి వస్తుంది కాబట్టి చాలా ఫాస్ట్ అయిపోతుంది అందుకే మన ఫోన్ లో డైరెక్ట్ గా తీసిన వెంటనే ఒక కెమెరా కనుక ఒక పిక్చర్ కనిపిస్తుంది అండ్ ఆ ఇమేజ్ ప్రాసెస్ చేసేది ఒక ప్రాసెస్ సో అలా కనెక్ట్ చేసిన ప్రతిదానికి కౌంట్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ కౌంట్ అక్కడ ఉంటుంది సో అక్కడ నుంచి గేట్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఏ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ పాస్ అయ్యి దాన్ని బట్టి ఒక నెంబర్ అటాచ్ అవుతుంది ఆ నెంబర్ బట్టి ఒక కలర్ సేమ్ అవుతుంది ఆ పిక్సెల్ సో ఇది సేమ్ ఒక లైట్ వస్తుంది సో దిస్ ఇస్ డిఫరెంట్ సో అప్లికేషన్ వచ్చి అన్నిటిలో లైక్ రేడియాలజీ ఈవెన్ మా ఫోన్స్ యూస్ చేస్తాం ఐఆర్ గ్లాసెస్ యూస్ చేస్తాం ఎవ్రీ సెన్సార్ విచ్ వర్క్ ఇన్ టెలికమ్యూనికేషన్స్ అన్నిటిలో ఇది ఉంటుంది ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ లిసనింగ్
Good presentation, Saira. So we appreciate your efforts. Now I invite Kiran Bhai for her presentation.
మెయిల్లో ఉందా నేను చెప్పే వరకు వెయిట్ చేయండి కిరణ్ మయా శ్రీలంక చంద్రు నేను పంపించినట్టున్నారు కదా మీరు వెళ్ళిపోయారు ఆర్గానిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ
ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను
గట్టిగా ఓపెన్ చేసేయచ్చు కదా. ఆ దీని మీద ట్యాప్ చేయగానే అది డైరెక్ట్ ఓపెన్ అయిపోతుంది. 2 minutes అయిపోయింది. కొద్ది మినిట్.
Yeah. Remote access. Bye.
Good afternoon, one and all. My name is Kirmai from MSc Organic Chemistry. Today my topic is natural products, applications of natural products. Natural products are produced by the natural resources in our surroundings, such as plants, animals, and so on, etc. There are two types of natural process of natural products by the metabolism. First is primary metabolism, and second one is secondary metabolism. The primary metabolisms are produced during the process of carbohydrates, proteins, and fat, and the secondary metabolisms are produced by the alcoholics and so on, etc. Carbohydrates, we are studying about the carbohydrates in general formula is CH-OY, and the carbohydrates is primarily produced by the plant, and we are very available in the form of food. It improves the digestive systems and uplifts the polyhydroxyaldehydes and the ketones are known as carbohydrates. One of the such example of the application of the carbohydrates are fructose. Fructose is also known as fruit sugar. It naturally occurs in the plants and full of the carbohydrates. If we take a fructose in our diet in excessive content, it leads to our liver fatty and causes diabetes and obesity related conditions. Another applications of natural products are the proteins. All the proteins are polymers of alpha amino acids, and next proteins are most abundant biomolecules of living system. These proteins are also two types: fibrous proteins and globular proteins. Example of the fibrous proteins is the keratin. It is available. There are 58 keratins are available in our body to help us to make our skin fair and healthy. Out of these, 28 keratins are acidic in nature and 26 keratins are of basic in nature. These are available in the nuts, salt, fish, chicken. And another example of the fibrous protein is myosin. It helps us to make our muscles healthy. Another type of protein is the globular protein. Example of the globular protein is albumin. It is a heart-shaped like structure, and it helps us to fluid leak out in our blood cells. If the fluid in our blood is leaked through the liver and the abdomen, it leads to our heart attack failures and so on, etc. Nucleic acids are the responsible for the heredity and chromosomes. The best known examples of the nucleic acids are DNA and RNA. DNA is responsible for the identity of our genes, motor ear, and RNA is responsible for the synthesis of the proteins. All rights are generally secondary metabolites. These are available and used for the drug synthesis. The best examples of the alkaloids are nicotine. It generally produced in the night shift family of the plants. It can cause increase in heart rate, coughing, bad breath, and so on, etc. This is the actual form of nicotine, and it is morphine is strong. It is available in the form of opium. It is used to treat severe pain, and it is an anti-synthetic drug. And these are the sources of morphine. Next alkaloid is quinine. Quinine is another component of the drug. It is available in the form of cinchona, parts of cinchona plant. It is used to treat malaria, hence it is called as anti-malarial drug. It is a flavor component of the tonic water. Quinine is flavor component of the tonic water. In the tonic water, we refer Q in front of the barcode. This Q refers anti-malarial treatment. Okay, thank you.
Bro, next.
Now I invite Ramabhadra Rao for his presentation.
పంపించాడు ఇప్పుడు
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for giving this great opportunity. I am Rahul from first year MSc Organic Chemistry. Sir, Pawan sir, thank you so much for giving this great message in your session, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We are so inspired. Okay. Today my topic is X-ray crystallography. What is it, uses and applications, and how to it convert into crystals and how it works. X-ray crystallography. X-ray crystallography and what is meant by X-rays and what is crystallography and what is X-rays and it have the higher wavelength, lower the wavelength and higher the energies. It has the lower frequencies, means nano wavelength will be there because of it need to find out the crystal structures. That is the X-rays and the crystallography. Crystallography means in crystallography, the atoms are molecules are combined present in the crystal, and we need to find out the structure for the structure. Introduction. X-ray crystallography is a technique to determine the atomic and molecular structure of crystal. Its crystalline atoms causes beam acceleration different in very specific radiations. And X-ray crystallography దేనికి యూజ్ అవుతుందంటే atoms and molecules combine అప్పుడు వాటి స్ట్రక్చర్స్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయడానికి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది.
ఒకసారి ఆగండి ఒకసారి చేంజ్ చేయండి
ఓకే వై ఎక్స్రేస్ వై క్రిస్టలోగ్రఫీ
చూపిస్తున్నాయి
ఎక్స్రేస్
రెండు స్లైడ్ షోలో ఉన్నాయి
ఎక్స్రేస్ అంటే ఏంటి క్రిస్టలోగ్రఫీ ఎందుకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది క్రిస్టలోగ్రఫీ అంటే ఏంటి సో ఎక్స్రేస్ are electromagnetic near high energy and very short wavelength. Its units is 1 angstrom. And here radio is there, human beings is there, butterflies is there, arrow is there, and atoms is there. X-rays are very nano particles के और యొక్క wavelength identify చేయడానికి మాత్రమే ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. So it will use for the atom and crystals. Crystallography ఏంటంటే the atoms or molecules are converted into the crystal and finding the structure. X-rays passes the crystallography and crystallography structure of identify చేయడానికి crystallography ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. It is the history of the X-ray crystallography. In 1895, German physicist Peter Rothschild introduced and observed the X-rays. It is 0.12 nanometers in the unit, and 1 is the maximum theory of the acceptance theory, and number of field is also suggested to the X-rays, and last one. Albert Einstein also introduced this quantum concept. ఇక్కడ ఏదైనా క్వాంటం అనేవాడు ఇక్కడ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఇట్ ఇస్ లైక్ ఏ క్వాంటమ్స్ కింద కూడా ఉందని చెప్పేసి ఆల్బర్ట్ ఐన్స్టీన్ అని మధ్యలో
1995 1922 వరకు కూడా ఇది సక్సెస్ అవ్వాలి ఓల్డ్ కంట్రీ ఆఫ్టర్ 1922 సార్ నో పార్లమెంట్ ఓన్లీ ఎక్సలెన్స్ it is actually diffraction in actually point crystal में pass చేసినప్పుడు is diffracted into the state because we are taking into the plane angle small angle that is the particular position where structure is there we are identifying the expressor identifying the structure for identifying the structures we accessor only identifying the structures in 3D molecule in 3D molecule లో express pass చేసినప్పుడు particular position దగ్గర density ఎక్కడైతే ఎక్కువ ఉంటుందో అక్కడ స్ట్రక్చర్ అనేది ఐడెంటిఫై అవుతుంది ఆ క్యూబిక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ని for all the space we are communicating to the straight line which is infinite angle and also is reflected angle with some angle this is the first one is the infinite angle and first one is the vacant orbital is the reflection angle is the Black's equation and lambda is equal to 2d sin theta it is the Black's equation interaction between acceleration and atoms it is the crystal and diffraction into the crystal acceleration diffraction into the crystal and phases into the structures it is getting into the atomic model this is the X-ray crystallography instrumentation is a colorimeter we are identifying the axis we are identifying the acceleration this is the instrument for identifying the structure of the 3D molecule this is the application to find out exactly non-reflective techniques identify the crystal phases and orientation this is the conclusion X-ray crystallography is a very high resolution solution and also is physical we can study how proteins are interacting with other molecules and like 3D molecules are interacting with other molecules and they convert into the structures this is the application of the X-ray crystallography very thank you
We appreciate all the students participated in
Backup presentation. But I want to give one suggestion. Most of the students mainly focus on introduction part only. They spend the 5 minutes out of the 5 minutes, 4 minutes in introduction part. So first you have to find yourself. Time ఎంత పడుతుందనేది presentation కి ముందుగా చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. దాని ప్రకారం మీరు చేస్తే నెక్స్ట్ టైం బాగుంటుందని నా సజెషన్. So thank you all for your active participation. Now the valedictory session is presented by Suresh, Dr. Suresh sir.
Sir, validity program started. Sir, inspiration, sir.
అంటే మొత్తం అంతా కనిపించాలి కదా సార్ ఇది వస్తుంది
శ్రీనివాసరావు గారు అంటే చెప్తాను సార్ మా సార్ ఆ రోజుల్లో నా సొంత ఉద్యోగాలు చేసాము ఈ కంపెనీలో తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు మూడు పాత్ర చేస్తాం హైదరాబాద్లో 150 అవును సార్ మాకి శ్రీనివాస కొత్త లేదు పెడితే అక్కడ కొంతమంది స్టూడెంట్స్
Good evening to one and all. I request all the students and staff members who are outside the seminar hall are requested to assemble immediately. Now the program will be commenced within short time. I request all the students and faculty members. I take this privilege to stand before you for this artistic gathering, coming to the conclusion of the validity session of a 2 days national conference organized by the Department of Chemistry and the Government College Rajahmundry on the theme of the recent evolutions and applications in chemistry. In short, we call them as REACH 2022. So definitely, whatever the deliberations and whatever the outcomes that comes into force, but the master body gave us really that word may be abruptly may be relevant to this concept REACH 2022. At the outset, really on behalf of the Department of Chemistry, the entire fraternity of the Department of Chemistry, so we extend our hearty and sincere gratitude to the entire management of GCRJY for giving this opportunity to hold this national event in our Rajahmundry Government Autonomous College, one of the prestigious and one of the premier institutes in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Undoubtedly, this is the first college in the state of Andhra Pradesh which got NAC A+ re-accreditation in the third cycle, having an autonomous status, having an institute with Center for Potential of Excellence, recognized by ISO certification, whatnot. So this is the oldest college earlier in the extra years of the Madras Presidency. So really it's a great honor to all of us to be a part of this institution. So at the outset, before we try to start about this validated session. There were so many deliberations, so many outcomes have came into existence about what are the recent evolutions or the latest development that has to be taken. Really, we must feel very proud that we are living in this great country, the Bharat, where India stands as a unique position in the third world countries. They are having a lot of potentiality. Of 60 crores of population of the age group from 18 to 35 years. With this vast potential of human resources and manpower, we can able to reach and we can able to achieve many things in the coming generations. So this part of national events and national conference will definitely will bring a lot of encouragement. We'll have a re-innovative thinking about what has to be done in the coming next years. At this juncture, today we try to come with a rapid decision. Now I invite, first of all, we convey our sincere thanks and our heartfelt greetings to our beloved Joint Director of the Commissioner of Collegiate Education, our beloved and respected Principal, Dr. Nakaka David Kumar Swami Garu, the Principal of this prestigious and brilliant institute in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Now I invite today's President and in charge Principal, our beloved and respected Head of the Department of English, Sri Sela Shastri Garu, to come on the stage and occupy the stage. Please, sir. I request the students to present a bouquet to our beloved and respected in charge Principal Garu. What to say in my words, which are unaccountable and countless. A great man having a vision. So we have worked in this institution for the past 27 years in the glory of the Department of Chemistry. One of the veteran, a legendary personality in the areas of chemistry, especially in the concentrated area of organic synthesis. So we have done this research work under the able guidance and able researcher in India, widely well known, a researcher in and around the world, Dr. Govardhan Mehta, a student, and who worked as the principal of Andikatpur and Pune, and who was retired, but who is having a great passion and passion towards the area of organic synthesis. Our beloved veteran and a great man of this chemistry, one of the great researchers, to be the chief guest for today's evening function. Now I invite, with a great sense of gratitude, to invite the great personality, Sri M.V. Ramakrishna Rao Garu, one of the great organic chemists. I request all the students to take a photograph and try to welcome Dr. M.V. Ramakrishna Garu to come on the stage. Now I request the students to present the bouquet. What is saying is the theme of the next of chemistry in and around. Now I invite my beloved research scholar from Sri Venkateshwara Vishwavidyalaya, Tirupati, and presently who is working as one of the associate professors in the Department of Chemistry, Sri Adikavi Nana Vishwavidyalaya, my beloved scholar and a good friend of mine, my teacher and my mentor, a research scholar at West University, Dr. B. Jagannath Reddy Garu, to come on the stage and occupy the stage. Please, sir.
ఏం పేరు?
So I invite one more resource person from the state of Telangana. So we happen to be the resource person for this today's session. My beloved Dr. K. Panikumar Garu, to come on to the stage and occupy his seat. Please, sir. Please occupy your seat. May I request the student to present the bouquet. On behalf of the Department of Chemistry, all the chemistry and medical family of GC, so we extend our heartfelt thanks and greetings to one of the renowned scientists, senior scientists from the Council of Scientific Industrial Laboratory, from Institute of Metals and Mineralogical Technological Laboratory, from Bhubaneswar, from Odisha, Bombay. So he has attended to attend as a resource person. Now I invite Dr. T. Pavan Kumar Garu to come on the stage and occupy his seat. I feel very proud and honored that we are working under the dynamic leadership of a Definitely, at the present in Indian society, there is a lot of discrimination regarding the women. What our woman who is leading the head of the department, Dr. D. Sunita Madagaru, she has done a remarkable experience. So being taken as a charge by one of the prestigious department, not only in GCR but also in the state of Andhra Pradesh, our beloved and respected Dr. D. Sunita Madagaru, she has done our activities right from the micro level to the macro level, making this institution, making this department at the top echelons of the Indian society, conducting various programs. I invite Dr. T. Sunita Madagaru to come on the stage and offer it. Please, madam. Though we are 28 in number, but in every aspect of our consideration, there will be more women who is rendering a lot of service to the department. All the senior faculty members and everyone. Now I invite Dr. T. Srivaram Madagaru, the senior faculty member of the Department of Chemistry, to come on the stage and occupy the seat. Right from choosing the theme of the subject, REACH 2022, the recent evolutionary application in the chemistry, a one man who has done a one man show for the entire success of this program, my beloved friend, the organizing secretary, T. Srivasan Garu, to come on the stage and occupy the stage. Please, sir. Give a good applause. We have done a remarkable. If I have forgotten, I would have made a mistake. I convey my sincere thanks on behalf of the Department of Chemistry. So we had a lot of collaborations, we had a lot of cooperation and consideration from ONGC, from Oil and Natural Gas Commission, the Public Navaratna, the Government of India, so to Executive Director Amit Narayan also. So with this we try to start our program with the proceedings of the principal. So I request all the allied personalities to be seated. Please, sir. Now first I request our respected in charge principal, Sri P. Sastry Garu, to give our presidential remarks. Please, sir.
Happy evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to see Star Wars in the Department of Chemistry coming here and delivering a very energizing and enthusiastic talk. Programs of this magnitude and this nature sure will go a long way in the future of the department. I have no doubt that the REACH has outreached the levels expected. And the benefits, I'm sure all of you must be carrying far and wide into the world and bring out the fruits. So in this connection, I once again thank the Principal, Dr. David Kumar Garu, and the RJPCE Krishna Garu, the Commissioner Pola Bhaskar Garu, last but not least, Dr. Sunita, in spite of her personal constraints, was able to organize the program so effectively, and a team of people who have really dedicated themselves to the cause of this program and bringing it out in a wonderful way. So many intellectuals of this nature to one place and enabling us to reap the benefits of it. So in this connection, I once again take the privilege to see Dr. Ramakrishna Garu, the teacher's teacher, a veteran professor, I should say, and I have a long journey with him, and I cannot help but saluting this great personality, finding time to grace this occasion. With these few remarks, I take your leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your concern towards our chemistry fraternity family. Now it's a time to be sovereign. So I request the organizing committee to theatres having a
అందరూ దాదాపు
So I request all the faculty members, please join for the song here, please. I request all the faculty members to dance.
అడ్డొస్తుందా
So at the outset, I must read on behalf of the Department of Chemistry, we have to congratulate our V. Venkatrav sir, who has made a lot of attempts in making this song within a time, within 48 hours. So we have collected the abstracts and paper presentations from various colleges. The entire credit goes to BVR, undoubted directors, all the students will be. Thank you, sir, for opening up the song here. Now I request our chief guest for today's mandatory session, our beloved and respected Dr. N. Ramakrishna Garu to address the gathering, sir.
నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడటానికి చాలా ఇష్టపడతాను. నేను మాట్లాడదలుచుకోలేదు. ఈ కాలేజీ ప్రెస్టీజియస్ కాలేజీ ప్రిన్సిపల్ డేవిడ్ కుమార్ గారు, ప్రిన్సిపల్ శ్రీ శాస్త్రి గారిని, హెడ్ ఆఫ్ ది డిపార్ట్మెంట్ డాక్టర్ సునీత మేడం, అండ్ రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్స్ డాక్టర్ పవన్ కుమార్ గారు ఫ్రమ్ కుమార్ గారు చెప్పిన లెక్చర్. ఇట్స్ వండర్ఫుల్ లెక్చర్ బికాస్ అది నాకు చాలా ప్రియమైనటువంటి సబ్జెక్ట్ అండి అన్నమాట. చాలా ప్రియమైన సబ్జెక్ట్. ఐ లైక్ ఇట్. ఎందుకంటే రిటైర్ అయిపోయినా కూడా ఈ రోజు కూడా దైవ పారాయణంగా ఆర్గానిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ ప్రతిరోజు గంట సేపు ఇంకా చదువుతూనే ఉంటాను. డైలీ ఐ రీడ్ ఆర్గానిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ. ఎందుకంటే అందులో ఉన్న హ్యాపీనెస్ ఎక్కడ ఈ నలుగురితో మాట్లాడి హ్యాపీనెస్ రాదు. ఆర్గానిక్ కెమిస్ట్రీ చదువుతుంటేనే వస్తుంది. ఎవరితో చెప్తామని దాని పాఠం చెప్తామనేది కాదు, నాకు నేనే చెప్తాను. కాబట్టి వండర్ఫుల్ ఫంక్షన్ చాలా బాగా చేశారు. ఒక మంచి టీం వర్క్ తో చేశారు కెమిస్ట్రీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అంతా. 2007లో చాలా మంది కొంతమంది వాళ్ళకి చేసినప్పుడు స్టాఫ్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ కావాలి కాబట్టి నాకు తెలుగు ప్రజెంట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ కూడా అప్పుడు పాత స్టూడెంట్. ఇంకేంటంటే అప్పట్లో నేను న్యూ ఫ్రాంటియర్స్ డ్రగ్ డిజైన్ అండ్ సింథసిస్ అని నాకు చాలా ఇష్టమైన టాపిక్ డ్రగ్ కెమిస్ట్రీ కాబట్టి ఆ టాపిక్ మీకు పెడితే మీకు చెప్తున్నాను. గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి కానీ యూజీసీ వాళ్ళకి పెడితేటప్పటికి వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నారంటే జూన్లో పెట్టారు, వచ్చే సంవత్సరం మార్చిలో పెట్టండి అన్నారు. వచ్చే సంవత్సరం మార్చి ఉంటే ప్రమోషన్ వస్తే ప్రిన్సిపాల్గా వెళ్ళిపోతాను, లేకపోతే రిటైర్ అయిపోతాను అనుకున్నాను. కుదరలేదు. ఫర్ ది ఫస్ట్ టైం నాకు ఎవరో చెప్పారు, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఫ్రమ్ హైదరాబాద్ చెప్పారు, ఐసీఎంఆర్ పెట్టారు. ఐసీఎంఆర్ పెడితే వాళ్ళన్నారు మీరు కాన్ఫరెన్స్ ఇవ్వడం లేదు, మీరు ఎవరు చెప్పైనా సరే రికమెండేషన్ కానీ చేయించినట్లయితే వస్తుంది. ఇమీడియట్లీ నేను ప్రొఫెసర్ కే శ్రీకృష్ణ ఐఏఎస్ బెంగళూరులో ఫోన్ చేస్తే శ్రీకృష్ణ ఇస్ మై వెరీ 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 గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అందువల్ల వెంటనే శ్రీకృష్ణ గారు చెప్పడంతో ఐసీఎంఆర్ వాళ్ళు అన్నారు. కానీ వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉన్నారు వచ్చే సంవత్సరం మార్చిలో పెట్టండి, నేను ఉంటాను పోతాను నాకు తెలవదు. కాబట్టి నేనేమిటంటే డ్రాప్ అయిపోయింది. కానీ ఏమైనా సరే సెమినార్ అంటే నేను చెప్పే విధంగా ఎప్పుడు చెప్తూ ఉంటాను, కోర్టు సంపాదించకపోయినా కోట్ల స్టూడెంట్స్ నాకు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళు ఒక్క పిలుపు పిలిచేటప్పటికల్లా నాకు హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి తీసుకున్నాడు. డాక్టర్ రెడ్డి ల్యాబ్స్ లో పనిచేస్తున్న వాడు, జీవికలో వాడు, సోమల్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్స్ లో వాడు, అరవిందోలో వాడు, ఆవరాలో వాడు, అందరు స్టూడెంట్స్. దానికి ఎన్ రామకృష్ణయ్య గారు ప్రిన్సిపాల్ గా ఉన్నారు. ఎవరు మాస్టర్ ఇన్ని చెప్పులు వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి రోజు అని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. మాస్టర్ ఒక తెలుగులో ఉండే మాట అంతే ఉంటుంది. 18,000 రూపీస్ నాకు స్టూడెంట్స్ నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి తప్పే సార్. అలా కాబట్టి హెట్రోడక్స్ వారి మేనేజ్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు పంపించారు. అట్లాగే మొత్తం పార్సార్ రెడ్డి గారు హెట్రోడక్స్ సాయం పంపించారు, రెడీ ల్యాబ్స్ వాళ్ళు పంపించారు, అందరూ పంపించారు. అలా మొత్తం నేను శ్రీనివాస్ తో చెప్పాను 1,20,000 మొత్తం కొలెక్ట్ చేస్తే అది ఏదో నా ఇంట్లో సొంత పెట్టేలాగా మొత్తం దాన్ని ఆ సెమినార్ చేయవలసి వచ్చింది. కాబట్టి ఈ రోజు మీరు చాలా టీం వర్క్ బాగా చేస్తున్నారు, కోఆపరేషన్ చాలా బాగుంది. అప్పుడు కూడా చాలా చక్కటి స్పీకర్స్ అందరూ బాగా వచ్చారు, శ్రీకృష్ణ గారు వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా వచ్చారు. అంటే అక్కడ ఏమిటంటే జరిగిందంటే టీఎం రిజిస్ట్రార్ డాక్టర్ ఏ నాగేశ్వరరావు అన్నారు, ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ లైక్ టీమ్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొఫెసర్ గౌతమ్ మెహతా స్టూడెంట్స్ అన్నారు. అంటే ఏంటంటే శ్రీకృష్ణ గౌతమ్ మెహతా స్టూడెంట్, వీరారెడ్డి గారు గౌతమ్ మెహతా స్టూడెంట్, దేశప్రభుత్వం గౌతమ్ మెహతా స్టూడెంట్, నువ్వు గౌతమ్, అందరూ గౌతమ్ మెహతా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇక్కడ కనిపిస్తున్నారే అని. సార్ అంటే ఆయన ఫోటో కూడా ఇక్కడ పెట్టాను, సెమినార్ ఉంటే ఇక్కడ గౌతమ్ మెహతా గారి ఫోటో కూడా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఇట్స్ రెస్పెక్ట్. కాబట్టి రోజుగాసారి చక్కగా జరిగింది సెమినార్ అంతా కూడా. మన స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా చాలా బాగా కోఆపరేట్ చేశారు, పేపర్ ప్రెజెంటేషన్ కూడా చాలా బాగా చేశారు. కానీ ఏంటంటే మేడం గారు చెప్పినట్టుగా ఇందాక కూడా మీరు రిహార్సల్ బాగా చేసుకోవాలి. రిహార్సల్ చేయకుండా అంటే మీరు రిహార్సల్ ప్రాక్టీస్ టైం బోర్డ్ మేడం గారు 5 నిమిషాలు నాది అయిపోతుందా అది చేసుకోకపోతే ఇక్కడికి వచ్చి కంగారు పెట్టుకుంటూ ఉంటుంది, ఏం చెప్తున్నా మనకి చాలా. కాబట్టి ఏంటంటే మీరు గడియారం దగ్గర పెట్టి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోండి. 1, 2, 3, 4 ఈవెన్ 100 టైమ్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. అంటే చేయడం మీ రామకృష్ణారావు మీ పిల్లలు అందరికీ ఉద్యోగాలు ఇస్తున్నానండి, అందరికీ ఇస్తాం. కానీ ఆ మొహం నాకు తెలుసు, ఆయన మొహం నాకు తెలుసు. అప్పుడు పరిచయం జరిగాక తెలిసింది. కానీ మీ పిల్లలందరికీ కూడా ఎక్స్పోజర్ ఒక్కడికి లేదండి అన్నారు. యువర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ దే ఆర్ గుడ్ అట్ ద రిటన్ టెస్ట్, నాట్ వెల్ అట్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూ. ఇంటర్వ్యూ అంటే ఏమిటి అన్నమాట, ఇంగ్లీష్లో తప్పులు మాట్లాడతారు, కంగారు పడిపోతారు, ఒక్కోసారి అయితే ఒక్కోసారి ఆన్సర్ చెప్తారు. ఇలా కాదండి, మొత్తం దానికి ఏమిటి అంటే అప్పుడు కూడా ఇంటర్వ్యూ జరుగుతుంది, కొంత ట్రై చేయాలి, ఎన్ని బాధ్యతలు ఎక్కువ పడో జరగలని చెప్పండి. కాబట్టి ఏమిటంటే I request the staff members to train them well when they are going for an interview. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ ఇంటర్వ్యూ పెట్టినప్పుడు బాడీ వాళ్ళందరూ కూర్చున్నప్పుడు మనం బాగా చెప్పాలి. ఆయన ఎంతసేపు కూడా సార్ పవన్ కుమార్ గారికి డ్యూ రెస్పెక్ట్, ఆయన ఏమంటున్నారంటే ఒకటే, మా ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎంత బాగా చేస్తారు, మీ ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ స్టూడెంట్స్ బాగా చేయండి అన్నారు. ఒకటే మాట్లాడాలి. అక్కడికి పంపించిన మీకు ఎప్పుడు 84, 16 + 20, 38 ఏళ్ళ క్రితం స్టూడెంట్ అన్నారు. PhD from IIT Madras and postdoc from Nebraska University, PhD అని చేసినప్పుడు మరి అక్కడ సీనియర్ అంత పొజిషన్ ఉంది. కానీ ఈ రోజు కూడా ఒకటి ఆర్ట్స్ కాలేజ్ నుంచి అప్లికేషన్ వచ్చిందంటే తక్కువ లాభపడి 30 ఏళ్ళు చెప్పాలి. అందుకు ఏంటంటే మీకు చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే కాలేజీ ఒక రెస్పెక్టబుల్ కాలేజీ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ రాబడి నాకు ఇంత అక్షరాలు రాస్తున్నావు పట్టుకుని రిక్వెస్ట్ ఆల్ ద స్టూడెంట్స్ బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి, అందరికీ ఉద్యోగాలు మంచిగా వస్తాయి. ఇవాళ కంప్యూటర్స్ కూడా లేదు. ఫార్మాస్యూటికల్ కంపెనీస్ ఎలా ఉందంటే ఇవాళ నెంబర్ 1st ర్యాంక్ లో ఉన్నారు. గత 2 సంవత్సరాలు కోవిడ్ వాట్సాప్ దండం పెట్టాలి. కోవిడ్ వల్ల ప్రతి ఎంఎస్సీ అసలు ఇంటర్వ్యూ లేదు, నాకు రీడింగ్ టెస్ట్ లేదు. కళ్ళు మూసులు గుడ్డోడలా వెళ్ళిపోవడమే. 10,000 రూపాయలు చేత అందరికీ 10,000 రూపాయలు చేత కనిపించిన ప్రతి ఎంఎస్సీ వాడికి ఉద్యోగం అండి. వాడికి 50 మార్కులు ఉన్నాయి, వెళ్ళిపోవాలి బాగుంది, ఇంటర్వ్యూ లేదు. కాబట్టి ఏమిటంటే కరోనా వల్ల మనకు నష్టపోతే ఎంఎస్సీ ఆర్గానిక్ వాళ్ళు బాగుపడ్డారు. అందరూ కూడా అందరికీ ఉద్యోగాలు ఒక్కొక్క అందులో 2 సంవత్సరాలు 3 షిఫ్ట్లు మొత్తం రన్ చేసేది. సార్ ఫ్యాబ్రిక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఎంత ప్రొడక్షన్ ఫ్యాబ్రిక్ హైదరాబాద్ మొత్తం రెమ్డెసివిర్ సార్ చెప్పలేదు హెట్రోడక్స్ వాడు చేసిన ఇంజెక్షన్ ఎంత రెమ్డెసివిర్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అయిపోయింది హైదరాబాద్లో మొత్తం అంతాను. కాబట్టి ఏమిటంటే హైదరాబాద్లో నాకు మొన్న దాకా తెలియదు 1600 5,000 నాకు 1600 కంపెనీలు ఉన్నాయంటే చచ్చిపోవడం మొత్తం పట్టుకుని 1600 ఫార్మాస్యూటికల్ కంపెనీస్ హైదరాబాద్. ఎంతమంది చెప్పండి ఉద్యోగాలు ఎంఎస్సీ ఆర్గానిక్ దొరికితే వెళ్ళిపోవడం లోపలికి అంతే. ప్రొడక్షన్ అంత బాగున్నప్పుడు మనం ఉద్యోగాలు వచ్చినా మనకి 55,000 ఉంటే చాలు. పిల్లలు అదే చెప్తారు, అందరికి హెల్ప్ చేస్తాం మాస్టర్ వస్తే చాలు అంటారు అంతే పడుతుంది. కాబట్టి చాలా ఆపర్చునిటీస్ మీకు అందరికీ ఉన్నాయి. చక్కగా చదవండి. ఇలాంటి మంచి ప్లాట్ఫామ్ వస్తే మంచి లెక్చర్ వాళ్ళు నాకు ఎంత ఆనందంగా ఉందో ఎస్మెటిక్స్ లెక్చర్ పెట్టుండే. బికాస్ మై లెక్చర్ మీకు చేయడానికి ఫిబ్రవరి 1 నా లెక్చర్ ఉందండి. గతంలో చేసిన నా లెక్చర్ ఉంది. నేను దానికి ప్రిపేర్ అవుతున్నాను. యాడెడ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఫర్ మీ ఆల్సో. కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏమంటారంటే నాకు మంచి మంచి సెమినార్స్ అన్ని జరుగుతుంటే కాలేజీ బాగుంటుంది, డిపార్ట్మెంట్ చాలా బాగా చేస్తున్నారు, అందరూ కూడా మంచి టీం వర్క్ ఉంది. అండ్ ఎసెన్షియల్లీ many more such functions will come at this college and I are trying to bring a very good name to the college. ఇంకా బాగా మంచి పేరు తెస్తానని ఆశిస్తూ నాకు ఈ సదవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి కాలేజీకి అలాగే మా ప్రిన్సిపల్ శ్రీనివాసరావుకి అలాగే అందరికీ కూడా నేను హృదయపూర్వకంగా నేను అందరికీ కూడా ధన్యవాదాలు చెప్తున్నాను.
Thank you very much, sir, for your good concern about the Department of Chemistry. Your contribution was your rendered really will be rememberable forever and ever by the Department of Chemistry, GCRJY. Now I invite Dr. Jagannath Reddy garu, Associate Professor from Adhika Vidhana University, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
Respected Principal, President of this program, and all other dignitaries of the dais, my dear students, all teachers, fraternity of chemistry department, a good evening to one another. మొట్టమొదట ఇక్కడ గుర్తు చేసుకోవాల్సినటువంటి అంశం ఏంటంటే 16 సంవత్సరాల క్రితము ఇప్పుడే రామకృష్ణరావు సీనియర్ పోస్ట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆర్ట్స్ కాలేజ్ ఆదిక విధాన యూనివర్సిటీ ఇదే ప్రాంగణంలో 2006లో స్టార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు మొట్టమొదట దీనికి కోఆర్డినేటర్గా ఉండడం జరిగింది. నేను ఇక్కడ కెమిస్ట్రీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ తర్వాత కోఆర్డినేటర్గా హెచ్ఓడిగా ఇదే ప్రాంగణంలో 2016 వరకు కెమిస్ట్రీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ రావడం జరిగింది. అయితే ఎప్పుడైనా ఇక్కడికి గెస్ట్గా వచ్చినప్పుడు మొట్టమొదట రావడానికి సంసిద్ధతను వ్యక్తం చేయడానికి కారణం ఏంటంటే ఇదే ప్రాంగణంలో అన్నయ్య యూనివర్సిటీ చాలా రోజులు నడుపుతుంది. ఆ రోజుల్లో రామకృష్ణరావు గారు, సీనియర్ మోస్ట్ ఫ్యాకల్టీ రాజేంద్ర ప్రసాద్ గారు, పేపీ రాణి గారు, చాలామంది, మధుసూదన్ రెడ్డి గారు, అందరూ ఇప్పుడు లేరు, రిటైర్ అయిపోయారు, కొంతమంది చనిపోయారు. బట్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో అంతమంది ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్స్ చూస్తున్నప్పుడు ఏమనిపించేదంటే చాలా పెద్ద డిపార్ట్మెంట్, కెమిస్ట్రీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్. ఈ ప్రాంగణంలో సెమినార్స్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు రామకృష్ణరావు గారు అన్నట్టుగా ప్రొఫెసర్ శ్రీకృష్ణ గారు చాలా సందర్భాల్లో అన్నయ్య యూనివర్సిటీ ప్లస్ ఆర్ట్స్ రెండింటినీ సందర్శిస్తున్నప్పుడు విద్యార్థులకు చాలా చక్కని అవకాశం వచ్చింది. ప్రొఫెసర్ ఏ శ్రీకృష్ణ బెంగళూరు with a student of Govardhan Mehta as Professor Ramkrishna Rao said. So it's a great opportunity to remember these kind of things at this occasion. First of all, I congratulate the team of Department of Chemistry, the head of the department, Sunita Garu, and convener, Srinivas Rao Garu, and who worked tremendously for the success of this seminar, for a great success, and my junior students, and my friend Dr. T. Pawan Kumar. We usually discuss in phone several times. This is the first time we face together face to face. చాలా సందర్భాల్లో ఏదో సెమినార్ రావాలని లేకపోతే ఎక్కడో తారసపడాలని అనుకునేవాళ్ళం. ఈ 2 సంవత్సరాలు కరోనా ఉండడంతో వీలు పడలేదు. ఈరోజు మళ్ళీ ఒక 4 సంవత్సరాలు అనుకుంటాను తర్వాత పవన్ గారిని చూడడం జరిగింది. సో రామకృష్ణ గారు వెరీ గుడ్ వండర్ఫుల్ లెక్చర్ చూడడం జరిగింది. అక్కడ మీరు గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సినటువంటిది ట్రేడ్ సీక్రెట్ ఆఫ్ ఏ ఇన్వెన్షన్. You should always try to invent and you should always think about new ideas to get a great patent. But patent percentage చూసారు కదా మనం చాలా తక్కువగా ఉంది పర్సెంటేజ్. So you always try to invent new inventions and try to get a great patent. The applications and innovations, those things are very very important, especially for young students. ఇక్కడ మా స్టూడెంట్ భార్గవ్ కూడా ఉంది. So you always remember that she is the student of Nanya University in the year 2008 to 10, I think, 8 to 10. So batches equally targeting memory. So we started from 2007. So 108 students data NAC సందర్భంగా డిస్ప్లే చేయడం జరిగింది. 2008-10 స్టూడెంట్ భార్గవ్. So you remember that always young students, whatever the innovations and applications of this chemistry, arranging this kind of lectures with the all efforts of your faculty members. You have very good team now, very young team. You have Anita, Dr. Anita, Krina, Dr. Mallikarjun, so many young people here. So under the leadership of Dr. Sunita and Varadhan. So we have very good teachers. I request all youngsters, whatever the things presented by the speakers, at least you should go to the souvenir in your free time and you think for some time new innovations. So that's the thing you should remember, that is the fulfillment of this kind of seminars. Always you should refresh, you should update. As Professor Ramakrishna Rao said that you should add on to your existing knowledge. Always you upgrade yourself. Then only we can say that you are a very good continued learning teacher is always a student. So you upgrade yourself and you go to if you go to any pharmaceutical industry or if you go to abroad like United States of America, you will be a very good researcher. And communication skill is one of the very good important thing. You remember that how you communicate, bhava vyakti karna. So that's the thing I suggest all youngsters to always try to invent new things and try to know the top secret of the trade secret, the invention, the patenting, whatever the thing. A lot of scope is there for the research. The only thing is unless you don't think, you don't get an idea, you always try to think. So sky is the limit. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, sir. So related to the National Seminar, the Department of Chemistry has conducted some events to try to encourage the young minds of the students related to their research and concern. So the Department of Chemistry has conducted paper presentations and poster presentations to UG and PG course students. Now it's the time for us to collect your capability and your caliber, what you have showed in the way of presentation. So first prize paper presentation goes to SJDD Sushma of 2nd BC. I request Sushma to come on to the stage. So she got the first place in the paper presentation. So some cash will be awarded presented. Now I request our beloved principal sir to try to present this. Alright sir. Relevant. Now I request our Ramkrishna.
Let all the kids do that.
Please. Okay sir. So paper presentation second place goes to R. Meenakshi, second BSc, BC Agriculture. So I request Dr. Jagmohan Reddy to present his cash prize to Meenakshi. As far as post presentations are concerned, so first place goes to M. Sairam, 3rd NZC. So really deserves for it. So right now 48 hours we used to see a day of two students for post presentation. So I request the two participants, CH Devi MSc and B Sridhar MSc previous analytical chemistry. These are the two winning winners. I request both of them to come and type the second place for post presentation. I request. Now there are so many participants, but because of the time constraints, only few of them are called for the dais to receive their certificates. Now I invite G. Venkatramana sir from SKT Government Degree College. So he has presented a paper on the synthesis of fertility derivative by green approach. Now I request our Bayard Principal sir to present the certificate to all the participants. J. Ambika from GCRJY. J. Ambika. R. Paralakshmi from GCRJY. T. Ashwini from GCRJY. A. Jeshwanti from our college from the Department of Chemistry. R. Arjun from a government college, Rajahmundry. P. Surya Prasad. P. Surya Prasad from GCRJY. P. Abhilash. P. Abhilash from our college from the Department of Chemistry. So remaining certificates will be issued by our consent committee members. Thank you, sir. Now I invite our senior faculty member from the Department of Chemistry, Dr. Stephen Managaru, to present the closing remarks of today's national seminar.
గౌరవనీయ ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఇన్ఛార్జ్ శ్రీ పిసి శాస్త్రి గారు, అలాగే డైస్ మీద లెజెండరీ పర్సనాలిటీస్ అందరికీ, ఇచ్చేసిన పార్టిసిపేట్స్ అందరికీ, నా కొలీగ్స్, స్టాఫ్ మెంబర్స్కి అందరికీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. I take the privilege of reading a brief report of this conference. This conference, Recent Evolutions and Advances in Chemistry Reach 2022, was organized by the Department of Chemistry and co-sponsored by ONGC. And this conference received a total number of 198 registrations altogether, 168 online registrations and 20 spot registrations, of which 123 are of students, 70 faculty members, and 5 research scholars. And Joint Director of CCE and Principal of the College, Dr. Ravaka David Kumaraswamy Garu, conveyed these greetings to this conference. Inaugural function of the conference was started at 10 a.m. on 18th November 2022 under the chairmanship of Principal in charge of the college, Sri P.C. Saraswati Garu, who acknowledged the Department of Chemistry for conducting a national conference like this, and he gave a call to student community and research scholars to utilize the deliberations of the conference for developing their research involvement and scientific temperament. The guest of honor, RJD Zone 2, Dr. C.H. Krishna Garu, spoke on importance of chemistry right from the Vedic culture and importance of various metals and their chemistry. Dr. A. Annapurna, IPSc coordinator of the college, congratulated the department for its relentless efforts and expressed her best wishes to delegates. The acting in charge of the department, Sri J. Jayapal, read out the convener's concept and emphasized the conference objectives. Keynote address of the conference was given by Professor P. Syamala, head of the Department of Chemistry, Andhra University, on electric vehicles mechanism and importance of batteries. 6 technical sessions are scheduled in this conference, and highly scholarly personalities from various reputed institutions have delivered lectures on recent evolutions and applications happening in the field of chemistry. In the technical session 1, Dr. Rambhav Garu presented a synthesis of pharmaceutical active drug molecules and their applications, and explained their research outreach in various organizations. And in the technical session 2, Dr. C.H. Gupta presented about the different types of fluorescent materials and the nano fabrications. In the technical session 3, Dr. P. Tirupati from IISER Belmapur, Odisha delivered a lecture on reactive intermediates with special reference to arine intermediates and their reactivity and various methodologies developed by arine intermediates. On the day 2 of the conference, technical session 4 was handled by Dr. Panikumar, who expounded various separation techniques with special reference to chromatographic techniques and their importance in the pharmaceutical industry. And he presented on intellectual property rights, and he also enlightened students on different avenues for chemistry students. Technical sessions 5 and 6 were handled by senior scientist CSIR IMMT Bhubaneswar, Dr. T. Pawan Kumar. He discussed organocatalysis in asymmetric synthesis and strategies for protecting chemical inventions, respectively. And for all the sessions, our staff members acted as the chairpersons and program directors and judges. Conference proceedings, Sony was released with 62 paper abstracts, and we also received 10 full papers. 10 full papers వచ్చాయండి ఇప్పటికి 62 abstracts ని Sony రూపంలో ప్రింట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. 9 paper presentations were done and 13 poster presentations. These were done by students. First and second prizes were declared and presented just now, and each prize, first prize was 2,000 rupees and second was 1,000 rupees. And valedictory function was graced by Dr. B. Jaganmohan Reddy Garu, Associate Professor, HOD of Department of Chemistry, Aditya Vinaya University, and Senior Legendary Professor, Dr. M. V. Ramakrishna Rao Garu, retired principal. Certificates were presented to the participants. Feedback was taken from all the participants. Conference organizing secretary Sri T. Srinivas Rao Garu proposed vote of thanks, and the conference was ended with national anthem. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Garu. So now I invite resource persons, Dr. K. Panikiran Garu, to receive the honor from the Department of Chemistry. Now I request Madam to report to the station. So please, sir. I request all the faculty members of the Department of Chemistry. Please join for the station.
Let me tell you about this amazing offer from UD. Right now they're having one of their biggest sales of the year. तो अगर आप घर बैठे बैठे
Please accept our felicitation. Last but not the least, it's a great honor. Your college, our request our for accept our felicitation. is also second prize winner. So we request the J. Rishna to collect the prize from our beloved HR sponsor.
అమ్మగారు చూడండి మీ చెత్త డబ్బాలో ఏముందో. అబ్బో చెత్త డబ్బాలో ఏం చేస్తున్నావురా?
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? Vote of thanks by our organizing secretary, Sri T. Srinivasa garu. Please sir. I request all the members of the dais to be please seated at 5 minutes.
Good evening to all. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. As we come close of this program, it is a great honor and a privilege to me to propose this vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Commissioner of College Education, Sri Paula Bhaskar garu, for accepting and encouraging this and also for granting 2 days on duty for this 2-day national conference. It is my immense pleasure to pay my gratitude Sri R. David Kumar sir, Principal and Joint Director of CCEAP, for his kind approval and constant encouragement to make this conference came into reality. I would like to thank respected RJD Sri C. Krishna, who attended as a chief guest of this function, inaugural function, and addressing the gathering. I would like to thank our in-charge principal, Sri P. Srisela Shastri garu, for his graceful message to the gathering. I would like to thank Sri K. Anjaneyudu, in-charge Department of Philosophy, who supported and encouraged us to meet ONGC management and to get ONGC sponsorship. I would like to thank IPSC coordinator Srimati A. Annapurna garu for her constant support. I would like to thank academic cell coordinator Sri Yama Gautam garu for his support. We are all thankful to Sri our administrative officer Sri Mahendra garu and our office staff members like Surya garu for timely releasing the funding without any delay. My special thanks to Sri Amit Narayan garu, ED ONGC Asset Rajmandri, who heartfully granted and supported by sponsoring more than 50,000 rupees to this event. We are all ever grateful to you, sir. Now, this is the time to thank our resource persons. We are all very thankful to Dr. P. Syamal garu, HOD Department of Chemistry, Andhra University, for accepting our invitation and delivering a keynote. I would like to thank Dr. T. Pavan Kumar garu, Senior Scientist, IIMT, Bhubaneswar, who delivered 2 wonderful sessions, which will definitely inspire our young minds. I would like to thank Dr. Rambabu Dandela, IOC Bhubaneswar, who talked on nanotechnology. This session is a memorable session to all the students and the research scholars. We are all thankful to Dr. Tirupati Varla, Assistant Professor, University of Barampur, motivated session.
I would like to thank Dr. C.H.V. Gupta, Indian Minister of Petroleum and Energy, Visakhapatnam, who delivered an extraordinary talk which is very useful to our students. Sri C. Gupta Garu is also our alumni. We are all so grateful to you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. K. Panit Kiran, alumni of this college, whose guidance regarding after PG very useful to students. Dear friends, of course, I say thank to all these resource persons. But actually, thank is a very small word to them. They traveled a long distance from Bhubaneswar, Parampur, Vizag to Rajahmundry, felt a lot of strain, physical and mental strain, to deliver these lecturers. Their lecturers are very interesting. They did a lot of service to this institution, to the student community. Their potential are precious and priceless. Once again, I am paying my special gratitude to all of these great human beings for accepting our invitation and made this a successful one. My special thanks to Dr. M. V. Ramakrishna Rao garu, who accepted our invitation and attended as a chief guest and delivered a wonderful lecture. M. V. Ramakrishna Rao garu, he is our teacher, a great teacher. చాలా నేను చదువుకునే రోజుల్లో చాలా మందిని ఇన్స్పైర్ చేసేటువంటి టీచర్. ఆర్గానిక్ సింథసిస్ చెప్తారు సార్. ఆర్గానిక్ సింథసిస్ సో మెనీ స్టూడెంట్స్ feels like very hard. Of course it is beautiful, but a hard subject. కానీ ఆయన ఎలా చెప్తారంటే ఇక అమ్మ పెరుగన్నం మొత్తం నోట్లో పెట్టినట్టు ఉంటుంది ఆయన పాఠం చెప్తుంటే. అంత అద్భుతంగా చెప్తారు. మనం అందరం కూడా ఈజే కోరే పేరు వినే ఉంటాం. ఇవాళ వరల్డ్లో క్లాస్ 1 ఆయన గైడ్గా ఉన్నారు, రీసెర్చ్కి సంబంధించిన ఆర్గానిక్ సింథసిస్ రీసెర్చ్కి సంబంధించి. ఆయన మనం చూడలేదు, కానీ సారు ఎంత ప్యాషన్ అంటే ఆయన వెళ్ళి హార్వర్డ్ యూనివర్సిటీకి వెళ్ళి సార్ని పిలిచారు. అంతేకాదు ఆయన ఇంటికి వెళ్తే ఆ సార్తో ఉన్నటువంటి ఫోటో చూడొచ్చు. ఈజే కోరే గారు ఎవరికి అంత తేలికగా అపాయింట్మెంట్ ఇవ్వరు, కానీ సార్ ఇచ్చారు. దట్ ఈస్ ద ప్యాషన్, దట్ ఈస్ ద డెడికేషన్. హీ ఈస్ ఎ మ్యాన్ హూ టీచింగ్ విత్ ఏ వర్షిప్ యాటిట్యూడ్. పాఠం ఎలా చెప్తాడంటే ఒక మహాభక్తుడు పూజ చేసినట్టుగా చెప్తాడు, అంత అద్భుతంగా చెప్తాడు. సో టుడే వారు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినందుకు we are all very happy and thankful, sir. My sincere and heartful thanks to Sri Jaganmohan Reddy garu as guest of honor for accepting this and giving a wonderful message to our students. My special thanks to all the chemistry faculty members who came from various colleges, institutions. In this connection, I would like to thank Dr. K. Ravindra Babu, who is from GDC Kamarkota and delivered a lecture also. I would like to thank those who sent their research papers, abstracts and present their posters, make this program a successful one. I would like to thank all the HODs and the coordinators of various wings whose presence made this and made this event rich and prosperous. My heartful gratitude from the bottom of my heart to all my colleagues, all my committee members of Department of Chemistry, whose priceless hard work, dedication attention, intention, make everyone's satisfaction. Their hard work, their timeless efforts behind this program make this into beautiful reality. I would like to thank all the non-teaching staff members of Department of Chemistry and other departments also for their great service. I would like to thank seminar hall coordinators Sri Ramesh Babu garu, Library Lakshmi Narayan garu for giving this equipped hall with their kind heart. వాళ్ళకి యాక్చువల్గా లైబ్రరీ వారోత్సవాలు జరుగుతున్నాయి. వాళ్ళు ఈ రూమ్ ఇవ్వమన్నారు, మీ సెమినార్ హాల్ మీకు ఉంది అక్కడ పెట్టుకోండి అన్నారు. కానీ మేడం గారు మరి ఆమె యొక్క ఎఫర్ట్స్ వల్ల ఈ రూమ్ మనకి దొరికింది, లేకపోతే ఈ రూమ్ మనకు దొరకదు. I would like to thank Sri Praveen sir and his team, M. Sairam Kalyan, for their technical support. Sairam Kalyan student, అతను అక్కడ టెక్నికల్ గా పనిచేస్తున్నాడు, లెక్చర్స్ వింటున్నాడు నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ ఈజ్ ఎ వండర్ఫుల్ స్టూడెంట్. ఇటువంటి స్టూడెంట్స్ మన ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ కి ప్రౌడ్ టు హ్యావ్. కూర్చోండి. I would like to thank all MSc students for their good listening, patience listening, and maintaining self-discipline. I would like thank all the print and electronic media for their broad coverage, and also I would like to thank photographer Sri Naresh. Last but not least, ముగ్గురు లేకపోతే ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లేదు. ఫస్ట్ వన్ అవర్ beloved principal and JD Sri Dev Kumar sir. When we approached Ayana, proceed, he simply said proceed. It is granted, proceed. That is the support. That is the quality of able administrator. Second one, Dr. D. Under her magnificent leadership, continuous and timeless efforts, she is a role model in administration. She is a hero butters for patients. Make this program a successful one. Thanks, Suresh of Martin. This is one man show. It's called one woman show. Of course, it is a teamwork. But the captain is very, very important. Team leader. The team leader is very, very important. ఇంకొక పేరు మీకు చెప్పాల్సిందే, మై ఫ్రెండ్ డాక్టర్ కే ఫణికరణ్. All these resource persons from various prestigious institutions like the CSIR labs. So I am very thankful to థ్యాంక్స్. ఎంత చెప్పినా తక్కువే. ఇంకా ఇందులో మనం థ్యాంక్స్ చెప్పిన వాళ్ళు చాలా ఉన్నారు. మీకు కారు డ్రైవర్ రాత్రి 2:30 వరకు వెయిట్ చేసి 2:30కి నాకు ఫోన్ చేసి రైల్వే స్టేషన్కి వెళ్ళి రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్ తీసుకొచ్చాడు. 3 రోజుల నుంచి అక్కడే కారులో కూర్చొని రిసోర్స్ పర్సన్ అందరికీ. అదేవిధంగా DTP వర్క్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఈ బ్రోచర్స్ ఫ్లెక్సీలు రాత్రి 9:30-10 వరకు వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చారు, 10 వరకు పనిచేశారు. ఇంకా మన రూమ్ పొద్దున్నే 8కి వచ్చి క్లీన్ చేసేవాళ్ళు. ఎంతో మంది ఉన్నారు మీ వెనకాల. ఎంతో మంది యొక్క కలెక్టివ్ డెడికేటెడ్ వర్క్ వల్లనే ఇటువంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్ సక్సెస్ అవుతాయి. ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ సక్సెస్ అయిందంటే అది ఒకరి వల్ల కాదు, అందరి కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఉంటుంది. అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం మన కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఎంత అనేది మనం కూడా ఆలోచించుకోవాలి. వాట్ ఈస్ మై కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్? ఎందుకంటే ఆపర్చునిటీ ఈస్ గివెన్ బై గాడ్. అవకాశం అన్నది ఒకరికి ఇచ్చేది కాదు, అది ఒకే ఒక్క చేతి నుంచి వస్తుంది, అది భగవంతుడి చేతి నుంచి వస్తుంది. దాన్ని మనం ఎంత ఉపయోగించుకుంటే మనం అంత నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్తాం. మన ఎఫర్ట్స్ చేత మనం నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళాం. దిస్ ఈస్ ద రాంగ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. మన ఎఫర్ట్స్ కి ప్యూర్ హార్ట్ కలిసినప్పుడు ఈశ్వరుడు లిఫ్టింగ్ ఇస్తాడు. అప్పుడు పై లెవెల్కి వెళ్తాం. సో ఈ ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఫుల్ఫిల్మెంట్ అవ్వడానికి, సక్సెస్ అవ్వడానికి ఈ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పిన వాళ్ళందరి కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ ఉన్నది. వాళ్ళందరికీ థ్యాంక్స్ అనే చిన్న పదం సరిపోతుంది. అందుకే వాళ్ళందరికీ కూడా చేతి నమస్కరిస్తున్నాను. సో నౌ ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ ended here and we end this program with the next one. Thank you.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे